We are the Nerd Eternal Network.
Alright, well, welcome back, everybody, to what should be the conclusion of Season 1. Who remembers where we were last time?
Making a plan to kidnap the president.
Yep.
6 of me are in jail.
Was it that many of you?
It's the Unison team, so there's 6 of them in jail.
That's right. While still having a few of you running around.
And we are now federally wanted criminals.
Yeah, more than most likely.
Y'all are wanted.
Doing something right.
And to be fair, Steele is not the president or director or whatever he's going to call himself yet. The president and most of the Congress are on their way to Manford City to officially step down and hand over the reins of power. So let's see, last time we left our heroes, you had met up with the fake BI agents. Discovered that maybe they weren't that bad of guys after all.
No, they're still bad, just slightly more
fucking
excused.
We are allies of convenience.
That might be
Yeah,
fun.
I still think they're gonna
they're still
betray us.
trash people.
Just not intentionally traitors to the country.
Right. But the horrible part of what they did, they were still doing.
So they experimented on a few mutants. And really, they weren't even doing the experiments. Yeah, they were just the retrieval teams.
Yet they were bagging and tagging mutants and then handing them off to people. That's not cool, dog.
Look, they thought Uncle Sam was telling them to do it. How were they supposed to know?
Moral code, moral allegiance, understanding sometimes
They
you
were
don't do that.
CIA. They trained that stuff out of you. Alright, so did anybody have... What is your plans going forward?
Let 6 clones of me rot in jail while I live my life.
Go live in the spaceship.
Well, keep in mind now that they know for a fact that we have something in orbit, and they're working on a way to shoot it down.
It can move. That's the moon and manned spacecraft.
That is the important distinction between a spaceship and a space station.
But I think our primary goal right now should be finding and disabling the satellites that Steel Tech shot into orbit not too long ago. Because those are absolutely involved with mind control.
No, it's detection equipment. Remember they said so in the news.
Of course. I like that idea, though. Or should we be getting ready for our future president's visit? But I do like the knocking the sun are involved somehow.
Now, Steele is already in town.
Yeah.
He's already been giving, interviews and stuff from his corporate headquarters. It's basically the members of the government that are on their way here to, pass the torch, as it were.
So what do we want to do about Steel?
He's always been very friendly. You could always just go talk to him.
Well, I mean, you can't really, because 2 of us are wanted, and the other is not really available to go visit big bads.
What? I'm completely available. I'm on the ship.
Well, I guess you
Unison's
can just
in
make more clones. I forget you can do that.
Unison's in jail. I'm on the ship.
Now,
No, I was thinking you couldn't make any more clones. I mean, we don't want to, deliver the original to somebody. That would suck.
I mean, I have a number left I can make.
Yeah, I just forgot you could do that.
Now, Jordan
I mean,
Brain
like-
is also wanted for questioning, remember?
What? Why is he wanted for questioning? Yeah, but that's some garbage right there. That's just nonsense.
You know, somebody showed up at his office asking for him. I don't think you sent Jordan along.
With the, I don't know. One would have stayed because there's no one left to spy on anymore if all the government people are going away.
That's true. The government is not really doing much other than you have got some people kind of, I guess, putting together the like security files and the various informations that, you know, a new head guy would need. You know, all the here's what we're doing in Area 51 kind of stuff.
It's just a giant wind tunnel down there.
It is probably largely a giant wind tunnel. Tell yourself that.
But alright. So, are we just gonna kidnap him and try to figure out a plan?
I mean, we could.
Why can't we just kidnap him and knock his satellites out at the same time?
Because if the satellite isn't what's causing the problem, we're just damaging the protection of Earth. Which, granted, I now realize saying that to you does not mean anything.
Well, no, she's kind of stuck here for the moment.
Yeah, but making it less defensible.
There's a little voice in the back of her head that says, "That sounds like a really good idea. We should do that."
Where did that idea
Why
come
not
from?
bust every satellite? Make sure there's no ghost signals.
Some people like watching the weather with their morning coffee, and that might upset some people. And, you know, GPS and everything else up there.
I'm sure
Honestly,
the
I don't
internet's
even
somewhere
think-
in the satellites.
That would really suck, though, because that would leave a lot of debris. We probably wouldn't even be able to put satellites up there anymore.
We just had to put a big foam ball in space to catch it all. Or big nets. I forget what all theories they've had for how to clean it up.
Big ball of tape.
That's essentially how one theory was going to work. The big expanding foam that would catch all the little bits, and then you just push it out of orbit and it burns up coming back through.
Anyway,
Yeah,
what do we
totally off
want to
subject.
do about the upcoming president?
Shit.
I love how we're ignoring this. That's really the big... Alright, so do we want to knock the satellite out?
This is how we handle all our problems. Yeah,
This is actually very going to make. But you made a very good point
yeah.
about, okay, they might just be defense satellites.
It's a big might.
So we'd be
It's a fairly big might, but it's still in existence.
I'm also concerned that they're going to use those to track down our mothership.
And, you know, mutants
Mm-hmm.
overall.
All right.
You just go after the president.
Yeah.
Alright.
The president-elect. The director-elect.
Except he was not elected.
The director declared.
Yeah, that'll work.
So what do we know about everything going on in there? Do we know how to get to him?
Well, you know he's at his corporate headquarters, and you know you've been there several times.
Yeah.
He's been out front giving speeches and talking to reporters most of the morning. Earlier in the day, you saw him flanked by Bernard, the fake BI agents, that little 3-man squad of supers that y'all took out.
We can always
Last
just
session,
grab
I
him
guess.
and dash. I like that idea. At his next press conference, just drop from our ship and grab him and jump back up into it and haul ass.
Or hell, just pop out of web world, snag him, and run back in.
I forget.
Well, he's giving his speeches from outside, so there's lots of sunlight and stuff, not a lot of dark corners.
True.
And don't forget, you do require dark
I mean-
corners.
So, I mean,
I did put a back door into one of his company's computers way back in the day.
You did.
Can we access the security cameras and see where he's at?
Give me... I guess it'd be your technologies roll. Oh, wait, that should have had a plus on it. Hang on.
This one, right?
Nice.
Disregard the 3 I rolled because his security is a lot better than, having a +0.
Yeah.
Alright, but you still managed to get in. That back door you put in one of his, it was one of the terminals. A back door into his security system.
Yeah, when we first ran into one of those melty guys. The goo people.
Goo people.
It was like first or second episode, I think.
Was it that far back?
Yeah.
it's far enough back I wouldn't know it.
Yep.
I need. Ah!
It's only been, let's see, I want to say next Sunday would be a year since we started this.
Holy crap! It's been that long.
Doesn't feel
April
like it.
15th. Well, no, we've had some mid sessions, especially early on.
Yeah. So what do I spy with my little eye?
All right, you start scrolling through the cameras. Lots of people working. You're not sure exactly on what, because you've gotten access to the security system, not all the servers and whatnot.
Yeah.
They are kind of kept on separate systems. You see Ferron out, out in the kind of this little platform or stage, temporary something they built out front. He is currently taking questions from reporters about what his long-term plans are, how this change in power will affect, foreign policy, and, since a lot of America's allies have expressed a deep concern for what's going on, but no one has actually given, none of these countries have really said anything official yet because this is happening so quickly. It was like the day before that this started. So, but, they're asking him kind of the typical stuff you'd ask a new president, truthfully. You see lots of security. You see a lot more security personnel in the building than you have seen previously on your visits. It's like they have doubled or tripled the size of their security force. You still see Bernard roaming around, usually staying pretty close to Steele. Miss Rad is on scene. She was another one that you had seen previously on video with him. You don't see any more, just recognizable heroes or villains or, costumed anybody's. Though supposedly he has some more coming in from out of town. Or no, excuse me, he was sending those to guard the prison, which is outside of town. So they would not be directly on hand, but could probably be called in as reinforcements fairly quickly.
So how many turns would it take for not Spider-Man to buzz in there, grab him, and buzz out?
Well, spiders don't buzz, but other than that... Well, like I said, he's outside, so there's,
Well, I mean...
If you're talking about doing the web world thing...
He's on a... That means there's shadow underneath it.
He comes out from the ring apron.
It's got stuff overhanging it, so yeah, he probably could appear up under there.
Appear up under there. I'll direct you. You punch through it because it's just going to be wood. Grab his leg. Rip him under.
You know what? That's as good a plan as any. Short of buzzing in there with our damn ship and...
I mean, because by the time we get there with the ship, though, he's probably going to be done. And the only other thing I could do is just call him, because I'm pretty sure he gave us his number. How is he doing?
I mean, aside from getting tracked, do you want to call him and just see what the hell he's doing?
Well, I mean, we a track phone from somewhere.
Yeah, y'all had some disposable Go phones from like way up early.
Yeah, if you want to use your burner phone.
Would you like to do the talking?
No. Because he's pretty sure, or at least he's been told, I'm in jail.
Oh, right.
I can't do the talking.
You have a point.
And quite frankly, I don't want to give him any hint to jump him, and giving him a call probably would do that.
You just call him up, hey man, we're totally not going to jump you. How are things going?
Well, we can, let him think that he convinced us or something. Yeah, you might be right. Mutants really do need to be rounded up into concentration camps.
I'm sorry, what?
He has made no statements to the public about anything mutant-related.
Well, he had them all report to prison.
No, that was the costumed heroes.
Muscle.
Was reporting to the prison to guard it during this, time of change. There might be some.
Yeah, I'm the only one that got arrested.
Yeah.
All the other heroes got to be prison guards.
Because they're brainwashed.
Yep.
Well, you were getting to be a prison guard at first.
Wait, what?
I'm pretty sure you were being one of the guards at first.
Yeah.
And something else. One of the other users was doing something, or I forget.
The dude that controlled my little robot arms and legs.
Nuh-uh. I got told to report there, and when I reported there, yeah, they flipped and showed a video where I was to be arrested.
Yeah, maybe so, I forget.
Trust me, if I got an offer, hey, betray everyone and you'll be safe, I would have taken it.
Because hero.
Well, no, because you take it and then you betray him because it's a surprise because you already betrayed someone.
I don't know. I think it'd be less of a surprise that you were untrustworthy after doing something to make them think you were untrustworthy. But anyway, are you calling him or not calling him?
We're not calling him. No.
So how close are you going to try to get to him before entering Web World?
Well, we figure all eyes are going to be on that conference, right? So, about half a mile?
I'll go ahead. Unit will go ahead and ask some questions about Web World now.
All right.
How does movement in Web World work?
Well, it's as far as I've been able to figure out, it's roughly a 1-to-1. What's a good word for this? 1-to-1 scale. Like 1 foot here. If I move 1 foot in the web world, I've moved 1 foot in the real world.
Right. Can you go up and down?
Yes.
Couldn't we just go half a mile, or a mile up into space with a ship? Just have you go down in Web World?
Well, here's the thing. I can't really stay there for too long before I'm just thrown out. I can get close to the general idea of where I want to be. Relative to where I'm going. So say I'm moving from house A to house C, skipping house B in between them.
Okay.
I can basically pick C I pop out in, but sometimes the exact location I pop out of in room, let's call it room Q, because why not?
All right.
Isn't the exact corner I, or at least one time a bed. That was really unfortunate. I didn't quite fit.
Okay, so it's once you grab him, where do you want to go then? Or are you just making distance at that point?
At that point, I figure we could just make distance. So.
All right. So, I can make a copy. You can carry that copy with you because you're strong enough to. That way we can still track you.
That'll work, and if you can turn off the interior or shuttle as I'm booking it, I could probably jump back into the shuttle a distance away from where I grab it.
So is that how we want to try to play it? Is try to appear under the podium, grab him, and teleport out?
Yeah.
Sounds a little... But, I mean, we don't really have a lot of options either.
All right.
Idea.
Another problem is, how can we make sure he's not a robot copy? Like Bernard was in the prison.
Stab him.
I mean, they did blood work on the robot copy.
Blood work, yeah.
Did? Huh. Well, I can try to remote access him.
All right, then.
That's going to require you to be close to him, though.
Well, I figured you would bring him here and we'd look at him, and if not, we just throw him back out the ship.
True.
Okay, but if he happens to be explosive, like the last one, I kind of don't want us to be in a ship in space with that happening.
True.
And this is our only ship that lets us get to the bigger ship.
I mean, I could take launch with me.
Oh my god, will it work through the TV? Can I be looking at him through the TV? And I can access him through that?
I do not believe so, no.
Yeah. That's some god tier bullshit.
Well, it only says I have to be able to see it.
But you're not seeing it, you're seeing the TV.
Yeah, you're seeing a picture of it.
I turned the TV off. Whoops.
Alright, so...
This is a terrible plan.
Well, come up with something else.
It's
Alright.
the only thing I can think of.
So I'll stay on the ship. A copy and launch will be piggybacking on you.
Wait, when did I start to go?
So you can make sure he's.
So you can make sure he's not a robot.
Oh God.
So he'll grab him from underneath, pull him down, check to see if he's a robot. If he's a robot, we just let him go and leave?
I guess.
I mean, we won't be able to get any information out of him. Damn, I don't know. This is hard.
Well, like, if he is flesh and blood, then we just take him. And we've got it. If he's a robot, access what you can, and then leave.
I just really don't like this idea. And it was my idea.
And then my copy will just stay there shooting it. Because, it's a robot.
So everybody loves this plan. Everybody's proud to be a part of it.
Not
If we
particularly.
survive,
Do
yes.
we have a choice in the matter?
Oh, sure. You can always just fly the plane right in.
Can we?
No, we'd probably kill a ton of reporters.
A few.
They're reporters.
There's also a fair number of citizens that have just shown up. It's almost like a rally.
How about sacrifices for the better good?
But let's save the out-and-out terrorist bombings for like 2 years into his despotic reign.
Oh, come on. She's a computer. She's just calculating.
Yeah, pretty
There's
much.
how many billions of these things on the planet? How important can any one of them be?
I mean, what, we're going to miss 40? Really? Do you even know their names?
Are all robots just sociopaths?
Unit now begins naming the major newscasters by name.
I really want to have a word with your manufacturers. They clearly have some warped priorities.
Maybe next season.
I have no idea.
I don't like
And
how she
neither
said-
do I.
Okay, so
But anyway, anybody got a better plan than kidnap a president?
Director.
Operation Piggyback Kidnap is a go, I suppose.
Oh, God.
I'm proud of that one.
I know, that's the problem.
Recluse is actively proud of coming up with that name. It's gonna be the title of his memoirs.
So, So this pep rally is going on, like, right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Alright, let's get moving.
All right, where are you parking the ship?
I have an idea.
Hmm?
What if I go plainclothes into the crowd and, see if I can tell if he's a robot from there or not. And then we proceed as,
Sure.
one way or the other.
Yeah.
It's less of a chance of us getting blown up.
Okay, so yeah, you run to the rally after we park the ship. I make my little carrying one of Unison with me, and you give us a thumbs up or thumbs down whether or not we should grab him.
Sure.
This might actually work.
How's she going to
We
give you
might-
a thumbs up and thumbs down if you're in Web World?
Because...
I mean, after I pop back under
You're
the
gonna
stage.
have part of Unison.
So, a member of Unison is with him in Web World. A member of Unison is on the phone with Launch.
They have a really good cell signal.
As soon as Launch
I'll
says
send-
okay, I'll send the okay to the copy.
All right, so you've got 6 copies in jail. How many copies? does
The
that leave you?
original. It leaves me an original and 1 copy.
Okay. That's right, and your original can astral project just like the copies can. Okay.
Right.
So
But
yeah.
right now there's no astral projecting. Well,
So
I guess I could just astral project from the ship and astral project beside launch.
Since Jordan Brain is currently wanted for questioning.
Missing. And missing.
Yeah. Well, he'd be a face law enforcement might be looking for, and there are
Yeah.
a lot of security and law enforcement guys walking around this rally.
But the thing is, it just has to be visual range, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which means you could technically from a rooftop check to
Yeah.
see, but they'd also be watching rooftops. So
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Let me drop y'all over here on the city map. Let me see.
There's a really big map.
Mm-hmm.
oh, it's been a while since this map.
Yeah, so basically, I want to say somewhere around here is in this circular area is where the corporate headquarters is. Blanking on my words for a second there. Hang on, I keep trying to zoom in and I keep losing it when I. Okay, now I see where I'm at. Alright. And then you got this big park area. And basically you got a lot of the crowd that is standing across the street here in the park area. And he's got speakers that kind of carry it out. He's got a flunky out in the crowd of reporters that are right up at the place. That the flunkies are running around with mics, so anytime he takes a question from one of the reporters, somebody is there so the crowd can hear the question as well. And of course, each of the reporters have their own cameraman on site and all that jazz. So if Launch wanted to join the crowd that's, out in this area, people are wandering up out of the park all the time to start listening, so that would not draw any undue attention. So is that y'all's plan?
Yep.
We became a lot more stealthy after we lost the man who can punch mountains.
I mean, anyone can punch mountains. It's just,
In half.
yeah.
Alright, so where on the map are you parking this ship, Tyler?
Any suggestions? Because I would like to keep some distance.
We're actually parking it, or
Yeah.
is it hovering?
I'd assume hovering.
Yeah.
How about somewhere over the harbor? I mean, I could jump, like, pretty much.
Yeah, if you need to make an escape, I
Body.
guess, yeah, somewhere over the water.
Okay,
Would make
so way
sense.
over here. Then you can pick one of the little docking areas where, it's warehouses and stuff, so there's not just a ton of people. Because while your ship is stealthy,
It still has that predator effect going
Well, I
on.
mean, the thing is, from half a mile away, the predator effect is going to be hard to see. Like, the distance that a jet normally flies, if it had the predator effect, you wouldn't really notice it.
Right. If you tried to hover over the park, there'd be people that could hear it,
Yeah.
and people would probably, there'd be enough people that somebody's bound to notice it.
So, for the sake of coordination, we need to set a specific extraction point for you coming out of Web World. Luckily, we have a city map in front of us now, so we can kind of be like, this intersection here. That way, once you pop out, Launch can already be moving to that location to grab you and jump.
Yeah. Let me see what else. Baby, let me see the mouse.
You-
So, like, I can't specifically designate a spot using anything, but
No. Is she dreaming?
I'm sorry, one of our dogs is having a really. She made a horrible whining noise.
In her sleep.
She's better now.
wait a second.
What's
Do
that?
you guys see the tiny orange circle I just drew on the map?
Nope.
I did not. Where was it at?
Go lay down. Yeah.
To the right of the skyscraper.
I see it right here.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, I see now. Yes.
So that could be a point you exit at? Vaguely?
Yeah. I mean, you could probably find a
yeah.
dank enough alley.
Or a storm drain or something.
Yeah.
Go out of the sewers like it.
If I transition out of this reality into another one, doesn't really work.
And it was a giant
So
spider
that's
at the
the
end.
scratching point, or
Yeah.
okay.
But anyway, we have like a set point where launch meets up.
I
And
mean,
you'll both
really,
run off.
if you got them and everything's good, then fucking leave me and I can get back eventually. I just kind of lose myself in the crowd.
Well, the thing
I feel
is,
like
if
sometimes-
Miss Rad is there, Miss Rad can fly at plane speed.
Yeah. So she would be able to outpace you.
If anyone,
Well, I mean-
if she's able to catch sight, she'll be able to outpace Recluse running with the director.
Well, he was going to slip back into Web World, so.
Right, but like when he pops out,
Oh,
I don't know
yeah.
how fast he can pop back in.
Yeah, I think he just takes a turn or something.
Yeah.
Alright, if it's safe enough, then it's safe enough. But yeah, then just head for the harbor and then extraction there.
I mean, you're heading to the harbor through Webworld, right?
Uh huh.
I just don't know how far he can get in a turn. How many times he'll have to pop out into the city.
Oh, fair enough. I don't know. Zach, do we actually have a limit on how long you stay in Web World? As far as like a limitation or something?
Well, let's see.
I mean, the longer you... Not everything in Web World is safe, so if you stay there too long,
Yeah.
you may attract the attention of predators, but...
Yeah. Well, my power is at rank 3, so what's that on the benchmark table?
Let's see here. Benchmarks. 3 on distance or on speed? 3 is a city block.
Yeah.
Let's see. Speed, it's like a car. Material, heavy... There's not really a time on
Yeah.
here.
Dang.
And let's see, it was dimensional travel? Is that it? Let's see. Oh, dimensional travel requires a roll to make it work.
Ruh-roh.
Difficulty
What's-
3.
Well, sounds a lot more exciting.
Exciting's not what we're going
By a difficulty 3?
Mm-hmm.
Does his rank... Do his ranks help with that?
Yeah, but I'd also be rolling a d6 for the difficulty. It'd be a d6 plus 3. Versus
So
his
it'd basically be a
plus 3.
d6 plus... It would be his d6 versus your d6 then.
Essentially, yeah. Which, you know, for day to day, I just feel like popping into Web World is not a big deal because you can just take multiple rounds to do it.
Yeah, for this, though, it would be...
For this, where it's dramatic and timing is important, you know. I'm sure it'll be fine.
I just realized launch can now jump over this entire map.
Oh, what's her jump up to?
What? New plan?
You actually can jump 10 to 20 blocks.
New plan. I'll just open the hangar at the harbor. You check to see if he can be taken, and then you just grab him and jump and into the hangar.
Try not to directly
we can
hit
do
him.
that. I
Yeah.
mean, but everybody's gonna know who I am. I really care.
Oh no, the robot who could probably change what their face looks like.
That's what
Everyone-
I'm thinking.
Well, I don't know. She doesn't really have access to those kind of tools anymore.
Oh,
Yeah.
Plastic
we'll get an arc welder.
No.
Well, the good news is she doesn't look like she used to. The bad news is it melted the latex off her face, and now she looks like the Terminator.
Suddenly, she's getting letters from Paramount's lawyers.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Recluse, do you feel like you can manage this? Winning a D6
I
roll.
like the new plan. I'm in the crowd, and I check and see if he's the real deal. And if he is, I snatch him and jump towards the ship.
She's
Oh,
wearing
you're
sunglasses,
legit-
so she can't be recognized.
You're legitimately cool with that?
Yeah. I mean, why would I need sunglasses?
To disguise yourself.
Does Steele have like a little merchandise and slogan and stuff? You know, the whole M MAGA and
Not yet.
'Cause
I
I
mean,
could
after
go,
all, he's not campaigning.
Yeah.
I just figured he'd have a slogan. I wanted to go as like a feral fangirl.
Well, you've noticed a lot of people on the videos. You notice a lot of people in the crowd are wearing, hats with his corporate logo.
That's what I'm gonna do. And
Okay.
draw a bunch of hearts on it.
Easily enough done. You got street vendors out there selling all kinds of stuff.
All right. Do we accept the new plan of launch grabs and jumps all the way to the
Yeah.
ship?
Yeah, sure.
Is Recluse going
Do
to
we
be on the
have
ship?
a if
then?
things go sideways plan? Which I know we don't, but we should probably think up one. Instead of just charging in there.
Okay,
like-
so
Really good.
we could keep Recluse under the podium anyway, and if your attempt fails, then he'll just pop up and
Well,
try his
maybe-
attempt.
What if he goes like on top of one of these buildings, kind of away where he wouldn't be noticed? And if things go sideways, I can either jump with him or by myself to Recluse, and Recluse can bug us out. Because I don't want to be captured.
Yeah,
I mean, I
got
know
that.
it's the last episode, but you know.
Well, there is. All right, I would immediately put the worry of they have shut you down before.
Mm-hmm.
But they don't have that guy anymore.
Doesn't mean
I
they don't
forget
have
what
the
we-
tech.
Yeah.
It just means that one guy's suit is out. Doesn't mean they don't still have the technology.
But it wasn't the guy's suit that did it. It was him. That was his power.
Oh, well.
No. Y'all, from examining his suit, y'all are pretty sure it was the suit and not his power.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought it was his power.
Because he had
Nope.
he had controls inside that he used where if he could access stuff mentally, he wouldn't have needed buttons inside and stuff. Yeah, I remember that specifically coming in.
So it'll ultimately come down who thinks they can do the role. To both manhandle Steele, who might be super strong, I don't know. I haven't tested anything on him.
None of us have.
Uh,
Then that if Recluse would have a better chance of manhandling someone, I think.
Yeah. Well, you're pretty strong compared to normal people.
6.
So if he's normal, you wouldn't have any trouble. If he's not normal, well,
Well-
it depends on how not normal.
So what y'all wanna do? Because I have no transport powers.
Yeah. All right, I suppose we'll go with Plan Web World.
Alright, that's a vote for Web World.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And you'll still be in the crowd. Let us know. Robot, no robot.
Okay.
And then I make the grab.
Alright, we ready?
No, but we need to go.
Alright, let's start the rolls for it. Let's
All
start the
God
mission.
have mercy on us.
All right. So Recluse is getting up under the podium by entering Web World. I'm not gonna make you make a roll for that right now because you know time is not a factor. You can just keep trying until you finally get it. If you try to make a quick exit later, you know when stuff's going down, then you'll have to roll for it because then exactly what round you manage to get in is important. Launch has no problem buying her little, Still Applied Technologies hat and, maybe some cheap sunglasses or whatever and joining the crowd, The police are keeping an eye on everybody, but it's not like they're running facial recognition or, searching the crowd. It's just your typical, they're there to keep order.
They're having a surprisingly easy job today.
Yeah, nobody seems to be causing any trouble. And you were sending... Alright, you were sending your one remaining duplicate with
Recluse.
Alright, so it's trudging through Web World with him.
Do I take mental damage? Or is it just weird to me?
It'd probably be just weird and kind of icky.
It's dark, it's dank, there's cobwebs everywhere. Even the sky seems to be full of webs. It's like you don't really have a sky so much as it's just the higher up you get, the larger the webs, and potentially the larger the critters running around him.
That sounds awful. I'm glad I've never been there.
Yes, you have.
I have?
Uh-huh.
When?
Like a few sessions ago, whenever we were trying to help Unison.
I still don't... Oh, yeah.
Getting into the warehouse, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You weren't there for very long.
So,
I closed my eyes.
So that massive shape over there, that's Father Who... That continuous buzzing sound you hear in the back
Father
of your head.
Who?
Yeah, you
Father Who
could've...
crawls.
Ah.
That buzzing sound in the back of your head, that's Mother Who swarms. Say hi to Mom. She's very nice. She knows a whole lot about really weird magic that I don't really want to touch because it sounds painful. Oh, and that thing on your foot, that's Uncle Who pupates.
You can't see me, I'm just looking at him.
Well, this would have been when you were traveling.
Alright. So,
earlier.
Poor, apparently. Meeting the family.
So I've got a ghost next to launch, and we're in Recluses in Web World.
Alright, and the real you is in the shuttle floating over
Currently unconscious.
floating over the harbor.
Yes.
And when you are after projecting, you are not aware of your surroundings.
I am physically aware of anything that happens to me. If the ship got jostled heavily, I would know.
Okay.
But other than that, like if someone snuck on, I would not know. If something hit the ship, I would know.
If they slowly put a gun to your forehead, you wouldn't notice. When they pull the trigger, you'd know something was up.
Yes.
Just as a random example.
I'm very uncomfortable right now.
I don't know why. Alright, so you arrive. Ferron is still taking questions. He knows, he's into his economic plan. And, his refurbishing of infrastructure and all that kind of stuff. How the old bidding... specifically, when you show up, he's talking about how the old bidding system didn't work, because that means you got people doing the cheapest stuff they could. It really sounds like he just plans on using his own company to do most of this.
Be fair, the bidding system worked on not the cheapest. It was based on the cheapest work, not cheapest materials. But whatever, he can live his life.
So is he real?
You can see Bernard. He's not on stage per se, but he's kind of standing next to the stage.
Okay.
And where you've got police roaming the crowd, you've got his personal security forces up right around him. You see some of them are watching rooftops. Some of them are watching the crowd. You know, they're all heavily armed and armored. You know, the police look normal. They're in like full SWAT level stuff.
Okay. I'm gonna do my tech thing.
All right, roll your tech thing.
And that's with the...
Oh yeah, with a determination point for my ETA AI. It's a good thing I used it.
Yeah.
Dice roller strikes again.
All right, so you've got a. Where does the +7 come from? Oh wait,
that's with...
Yeah, my modifier plus the determination.
Oh, gotcha. That's your stat plus your... Okay, I got you. And then the 3 would be your specialty because you've got your tech maxed out.
Mm-hmm.
That's a pretty good roll for a 1.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see, what was that thing called?
Now, that's a power, correct?
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure if you try it and it's on an organic, it just fails.
Oh yeah. Well, it's interface. You wouldn't, because her thing isn't that she controls machines. She can just interface with them. So, like, if she was doing that against, say, another robot or an AI, it would be basically telepathy.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. Alright, he is certainly not an intelligent machine. You have taken control of some sort of decoy robot.
Can I speak with his voice? I mean, through him.
No, you do not control the robot. You can merely access information that it has.
Can I find out where he's being controlled from?
Let's see. You roll freakishly high. Yeah, there's some kind of remote control signal coming from inside the building. This droid does not have a lot of information in its own memory. You know, it hasn't been programmed to act like him. He is controlling it from somewhere nearby.
I'm going to shake my head no, and I'm going to assume that the person ghosting me will know what that means.
I'll know it means it's a robot.
Okay, great. And then I'm going to walk away calmly.
Alright, I'll pop back to the ship and I'll just call her.
Alright.
And I'm going to send like a text message to everybody saying that signal holding.
Alright, Recluse. Give me... Let's see. I guess coordination would be what you use for stealth. Give me a stealth roll.
Ouch.
But there's all kinds of piping and supports up under here. So it's kind of crowded as you're popping in and trying to pop back out. All right, but you managed to get out without bumping your head on the underside of the flooring or anything.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, that would have been awful.
So while we're down there at the podium, the copy will just stay there.
Okay.
And the copy will now astral project and head for Steel Industries to figure out where that signal's coming from.
Gotcha. As y'all are preparing to withdraw, Taylor, you feel a shaking wherever your body is.
The real me, I'm back on the ship, is actually back on the ship right now.
Okay. So as you're waking up, the ship is shuddering and alarms are starting to go off.
If you tell me it's Miss Rad, I'm gonna be mad at you, but
Floating outside the cockpit, looks like she's trying to burn her way through the
yeah, at the point when Miss Rad isn't at the protection, when I'm told she's the protection,
No.
there've been red flags.
When y'all were watching on TV, you saw her roaming around. I never said y'all saw her when she showed up there.
No, what I mean is, Miss Rad is the only threat I gave a crap about knowing. If my character doesn't see the only threat I've mentioned I don't want to see around, I'm mad that I'm getting surprised by this.
He's mad in character.
Okay. Unison's upset.
I mean, I can't stop it from happening.
Unison's upset.
This is what happens in the game. I specified about Miss Rad, and now it's Miss Rad, and I'm just kind of like,
So anyway, she's trying to burn through the front of the ship.
I mean,
all right.
Can she even? It's a spacefaring vehicle
And
And
she's a
it's ra-
superhuman.
with
it's
radiation powers. It's built to withstand radiation.
Not focus blast of it though.
Yeah.
I won't ask. I'm not going to continue trying to math it. Its superpowers. Is it burning through it fast? Is it burning through it?
Yeah, you can see the windshield starting to take some damage.
Can we
I'll start lifting the old girl to space.
Yeah.
Alright, give me a... Let's see, piloting would probably be coordination. Versus... Let's see, what is she going to try to do? 4 plus her athletic. This would be more strength-based than anything. Okay. Alright, so give me a piloting roll there, Tyler.
All right.
Alright. So the shuttle starts shooting up. When you start to move the shuttle, you see Rad try to grab it, But she's at the nose where everything's kind of smooth, so her hands just kind of slide off of it as you go up. Looking on the radar, you can see that she's traveling up under you. And she keeps up for a while, but eventually you kind of hit her, I guess her altitude ceiling, You reach a certain
She still
point
has
where...
to breathe oxygen, so she's gonna run out eventually.
Yeah, eventually it gets where, she has to, you assume it's that the air got too thin, she has to go back down.
Yeah.
She fires a few more blasts, but that's hitting the armored underside that hadn't taken damage yet, so, you feel it when it hits, and the ship is warning you that it's taking some damage, but nothing's breached, just, it has not lost its spaceworthiness. So, Recluse, where are you going? As you said, you were popping back into Web World.
Just go to the extraction point.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm just heading back to where we agreed to meet.
Okay. Over here in the little orange squiggle.
Yeah.
Well, it was hit that point to meet up if you had them for a jump to the harbor.
Yeah, I don't guess we really clarified where we'd go if it was just back to the ship.
Yeah.
All right, so
Yeah, I suppose I'm
y'all are
just
heading to the
going
harbor.
back Yeah.
So, yeah, with that information, the copy ghost would also be heading to the extraction point to tell them about Miss Rad.
Okay.
I mean, he could tell us before we get there.
Well, I mean, yeah, I would send a text to
Y'all get the text that Miss Rad was attacking the shuttle and he has taken it into
Okay,
space.
so I feel like we probably shouldn't go to the harbor because that's where Miss Rad's going to be looking for, different people suspected.
Well, clearly you just need to go whoop up on her.
Yeah. But I'm just worried about her taking down that shuttle.
Well, I mean, he's in space. He's safe.
The shuttle is now in high enough orbit she cannot reach it.
Okay. Okay, so...
There's no crisis to manage. Just not get caught.
And I don't want to fight Miss Rad if I don't absolutely have to.
Yeah, I mean, she...
Oh, y'all could take her?
Myrmidon and escaped.
It's that flight power that scares me.
Hmm.
You know what?
I mean, right now, if my ghost isn't having to go to the extraction point, I've got a ghost searching Steel Industries for steel.
It's a big building. It'll take you some time.
Yeah, I'm just... Rico's just
Well,
going to linger in
thing
the
is-
area waiting to get a message from Unison about Steele's location.
Well, you would
There's
not get a
also-
text while you were in Web World.
No, I'm going to be lingering in the real world. Like, just hiding in an alley or something.
Oh, okay.
Just jump in a dumpster.
yeah.
It's
pretty
literally the best way.
And it's
But
not
anyway,
like he
as
hasn't
far
dove before.
As far as Steel Industries, there's only like 2 chief locations I haven't been to before.
I'm saying it's a big
'Cause I've
building.
I've ghosted through Industries before.
Yeah. It's still a large area to cover.
Yeah. But I just meant like the secret underground place is kind of where I'd start.
Okay. Give me a... What would search? Intellect. Give me an intellect roll.
Okay. Will my investigation help at all?
Yes, it would. Not that it matters with what I rolled, but...
Oh, fair enough.
Now, how did I roll a 1 and it didn't come up in a funky colored box?
Because the 1 is funky colored.
Oh, you're right.
26 sessions, ladies and gentlemen. 26 sessions.
Well, sometimes I get the ones like y'all got if I've got the character programmed in here as opposed to just on paper. But it hasn't been 26 episodes. This is episode 20.
You said a year. I just went like every 2 weeks. I know we've missed some.
Yeah. All right.
But you've used Roll20 more than just this.
That is true.
Stop picking on your big brother.
Yes, I'm feeling very attacked
Oh.
now.
I'm holding a grudge. This grudge will be held.
Hang on, I gotta go to my safe space for a little while. Alright. So you do find a secret facility. It is not a room you'd run across before, but you hit the already secret spots you knew about and just kind of started searching around through walls.
At helicopter speeds.
Was it regular helicopter or fast helicopter? Because for some
I think
reason,
it's fast helicopter.
for
which
some
is
reason
just
that's two different distinctions on
distinction.
the benchmark.
There was a lot of odd decisions made in this book.
Well, when you're scaling everything 1 to 10,
Yeah.
it's going to get a little hinky.
Yeah.
It is not a system that requires really precise math for that sort of thing. All right. While you're doing that, you have reached orbit. Are you just kind of hovering in orbit, or were you traveling to the main ship, or what were you doing?
I mean, right now, I'm just gonna stay in low orbit and
Okay.
get prepped to travel some more.
Alarms start going off.
About?
The computer is detecting multiple missile locks.
What?
From where?
Satellites.
When did we get an orbital missile? Oh, wait. There should only. How many has Steele put up?
Let's see. He put up the big one shortly before all this went down. Early this morning, because I mentioned last session that that they were talking about launching another one the next day. So one went up today, up earlier. As
So
far as what you know recently, now, Steel Applied Technologies is. I mean, they've got several satellites that were already up.
Yeah, but
how
a
long he's been
satellite
planning
capable
this.
of launching missiles and holding missiles, that's a large satellite. And would be illegal to put on a spacefaring vessel to launch into space.
Well, you're right. He probably wouldn't do anything illegal.
I'm saying, unless he is also a company that launches things into space via their own rockets.
Yes, I believe I mentioned that. Well, that may have been mentioned earlier than you were in the game.
Okay, because all I know is he's applied technologies and he's been stealing space tech. Or
No,
most
he does
likely been
indeed
stealing.
launch his own stuff, and stuff for other people.
Yeah, that would have been really important for my character to know.
Well, like I said, I'm pretty sure it got mentioned in an early session.
Yeah.
I had not thought about the fact that you came in later. But anyway, multiple missile locks. The computer is recommending evasive maneuvers.
Yeah. Go ahead and get out of that.
All right, are you going to be trying to pilot, or are you going to let the computer try it automatically?
I guess I will let it automatically.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a D6 roll for the missiles. Or, excuse me, for the ship. Alright, so it takes off. It's zipping back and forth. It's doing barrel rolls. I'm going to assume that you were smart enough to strap in when it starts doing all this.
I mean, I've already been piloting it, so I've been strapped in.
Okay. I didn't know if you were a seatbelt guy or not. Superheroes living dangerously and all that.
It's a spaceship, and it can go upside down. Yes, I'm strapped in.
Alright. So anyway, at least for the first couple of rounds, it manages to avoid being hit. You probably don't want to stay up here too long, though.
Man, good thing I'm a space vessel.
Where are you going?
I can literally just go higher in space in relative conjunction to the planet.
Okay.
As long as there's no warning that the seals are starting to break, I'm already in orbit.
Yeah.
It doesn't get more pressurized or less pressurized.
Alright, so you keep flying away and the missiles keep following you.
Asteroid belt. Do the Kessel Run.
Not as actually helpful as you'd think it would be.
I know.
Alright, well, I guess it is time for the secondary missile defense option I have.
What is that?
All the duplicates in the prison go away.
Oh no.
I now have
That's
6
gonna be
duplicates
gruesome.
running outside to pop shots at missiles.
It took a second.
Just one by one, that you flush them out the airlock. They take a couple of shots before they start suffocating.
Basically, they've got like 3 seconds before the vacuum of space kills them.
Actually, you would survive a lot longer than that in space. You wouldn't maintain
okay.
consciousness for all that long.
I mean, maybe their helmets will hold in a little here.
Fucking horrible.
And literally, they would be diving at the missiles.
So I mean, more than likely,
So
they'll
at the point at
eventually
which
hit
the
a body
distance
and blow up
is-
the missile.
At the point which distance is it only one satellite shooting?
You really haven't had time to pull up that information. The alarm,
Well, I mean-
the warning was telling you multiple lock-ons.
Well, I mean, like, as far as viewability, did all the missiles come from a same cardinal direction?
No, on the radar, they seem to be coming in from 2 different directions.
All right, then. Yeah, I'm going to raise up till they meet a focal point. You know, because they'd be coming at me. Eventually, they'd hit a focal point like that. Yeah, and then I'll just keep streamlining unison members into them while they're popping shots at them. Because that is tactically the best way to handle this.
Unison's gonna need counseling after
This
this.
is the darkest shit I've ever seen.
This is oddly reminding me of my favorite doppelganger character I've ever thought of, John Doe, whose entire power was duplicates, and the duplicates can explode.
Well, these guys are exploding, but it's from a little outside help. All right. Give me a coordination roll. Now, can you pop all your duplicates at once, or do you have to do it a round at a time?
It takes me 1 round to pop all my duplicates,
Okay,
because I have the extra multiples.
gotcha.
Because I needed to make that happen a long time ago. And alright, coordination. Will mental resistance help with this at all?
No, it will not.
You're
All right.
Therapist after this.
This is gonna be somewhat difficult because even with him following and all that, it's still you're still talking about a fair amount of space. You know, even with missiles relatively packed in, you're talking about something just a person size trying to hit them.
Well, like, I'm not specifically like hard aiming for the bodies to hit perfect. It's more of they're getting close enough to do a blast into it.
Okay.
Hopefully trigger it.
All right. So you rolled was a 9 what you rolled for that?
Yes.
All right, that beats the 8. So yeah, some of your duplicates start managing to shoot the front of the missiles, and while you don't do enough damage to destroy the missile with the blast, it does seem to be setting off the missiles. You know, 1 or 2 of your dupes manage to land directly on one, and while it immediately makes them poof, it's enough resistance that the missile thinks it's hit something and goes off.
Thank you, Carapace. Thank you.
They are not, they're not packed closely enough together that the individual blasts are taking each other out. You know, one missile's not going off and taking out others around it. You also notice, I keep calling them missiles, but they're only about the size of like a diver's air tank. It's a very compact design. Does not seem to be using regular thrust. You know, it's clearly some kind of miniaturized super tech stuff.
Are the explosions super big?
Not. It's not like you got little nukes going off or nothing. No.
But like SUV-sized explosions.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you do not want these
All
things
right.
to start hitting the shuttle. That's for sure. So you spend a few rounds of just having dupes just flowing out of the back of the... It's like clowns coming out of a car. It's horrible. I mean, them exploding's not good either, but...
They'll get over it because I'm not dead.
You're going to abuse these poor dupes until, next season they're going to have formed a union. Which is all really just signs that your mind's not handling what you did very well.
The joke there is that just means Skywatch quit. For the record, if Skywatch quit, the name of our group is the Union. I realized my joke needed explanation.
Well, it's something somebody could have caught, but I just didn't. Alright, on ground level. Recluse is hiding in a dumpster. What is Launch doing?
Taking a stroll through the park. Maybe taking some pictures with her cell phone of little birds.
Trying to keep as low profile as possible, basically.
Yeah.
Everyone's so relaxed while I'm dying.
There's nothing they can do. You've got the only ship.
I mean, and we don't know what's going on up there. We just know that you ran from Rad Girl or whatever her name is.
Oh, hey, half a roast beef sandwich. Score.
Going to die in space for this.
Your sandwich is still warm. Or maybe just it's the fact that the dumpster's hot. It could be either one. Launch. Give me a awareness roll.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun. Oh, shit.
Never mind. You're taking pictures of squirrels. You don't notice whatever it is that you could have noticed.
So my ghost that's still investigating the underground, have I figured out where?
Oh yes, you have found where he's at.
Alright.
He is standing in... He is standing on a small platform with, not probes, but some sort of like sensory arrays around him. He has a mock-up of the podium that his robot is standing at in front of him. And you realize that thing is scanning him. And, when he makes a motion, it makes the robot make the motion. When he speaks, the robot speaks. The only odd thing is he is in a very high-tech looking suit of armor.
Oh.
Alright.
No helmet at the moment, but... it is mostly white with some gold accents. It has a cape. You have to admit that it is not really a bad-looking suit.
So I suppose now my ghost... Yeah, my ghost will poof. Or the ghost will go back to the body that's under the podium. And then ghost again to go tell Launch. He's in the secret underground section of the base. And all the bad things that are happening to me right now.
Alright, so you fly up to Launch. I'm assuming you're keeping your projection invisible.
Invisible, but still mentioning work. But, well... Do I still have cell service in space? Or am I really hitting that bad spot?
By this point, it might be getting a little sketchy. I really don't know how long a satellite would pick you up from the other side.
Yeah.
The further you get out of the electromagnetic field of the planet, the more radiation you're going to have and static in the background. So I don't know how well signals travel.
But that would also mean the same for the missiles going to kill me, so... guess that's kind of a give and take there. So I guess my ghost will just, find Launch and talk.
Launch, a disembodied voice began speaking to you.
Ah!
You know I can do this. Why are you surprised?
You don't usually do it though. I was watching squirrels.
Yes, your loud exclamation sent the squirrels off screen.
Damn it.
Oh, Taylor, give me an
Alright.
awareness roll as you were leaving the platform.
All
You
right.
messed up my YouTube video. I was live streaming. What were we doing?
So what did I witness?
Miss Rad returning to the building.
It's gonna be gross. It's gonna be a gross fight. I don't like this gross fight that's gonna happen.
What? She's one villain. You can take one villain? And some playboy in powered armor? And his small army of personal troops? And the Manfred City Police Department? Yeah, it'll be fine. And the rabid
What did we
crowd
do
of
to
angry
upset
fans.
you? Because I would like to personally apologize for whatever we did to you to make you feel this way. You're clearly hurt.
What? It's the big conclusion. You gotta have big problems.
Alright, anyway. Inform Launch to send a text telling of our impending issues.
Okay.
So you let her know that there are missiles in space and Miss Rad is in the building?
And that, where Steele is roughly. And that, he's in a suit of armor.
You know, it'd be useful right now. Teleportation powers.
Or I don't know. Someone who's super strong and can tunnel underground. Just saying.
It'd be great.
Be great.
We need to find Recluse and get him to teleport us over there. Maybe like right in that room so we can skip, the extra BS.
You two do that.
You don't know, Tyler. That room was pretty well lit.
Unscrew a light bulb. Ow, he's a ghost. You'll figure it out.
I'm under a podium, lady. What do you want?
Go flip a breaker. Good idea.
Probably his backup generators.
Then put us in a broom closet.
Were there any dark corners in the area?
Yeah. You could find somewhere to get in the building without any trouble. Assuming that once you were in Web World, you could get underground where these facilities were.
Ha! I've already made that assumption because we can travel down and up in Web World.
Yeah, there's still a ground level in Web World. And the down and up still requires you to have some method of doing it.
Yeah.
He's super strong. He can dig fast.
That's a power unto itself.
Yeah, I know. I think it's called tunneling.
It is.
We had someone who had that.
It would be nice to
Alright.
have it right now.
So the plan is real rough.
Kind of dungeon crawly.
What's the plan? Improvise. All right, Tyler.
Well, I mean, the sheer amount of coincidences that are trying to murder us.
Have you read comic books? So anyway, you have finally taken out all the missiles that were following you.
Cool. How's my fuel? Because I've been watching that.
Your fuel's fine. Your fuel's fine.
Okay.
The shuttle is pretty efficient.
Could I roll an awareness to see if I could tell where the satellites were?
Roll awareness, and if you've got any kind of technology skill, you can factor that into it.
I'm rolling awareness. It's the only thing I'm good at.
I'll be right back.
You're good at martial arts. I mean, that's not going to help you find satellites, but... Yeah, you figure out where the satellites were. Or where they are, I should say. You have no way of knowing if these are the ones he just put up, or these have been up here a while.
Man, it's almost like I don't give a shit right now. So let's see if I can't... I'm going to start testing real carefully at throwing duplicates at it to see if I can hit it.
The distance away it is by now, yeah, that duplicate's going to be drifting a long time.
God.
Well, I mean, is it can I get within range of doing a shot at it?
Sure, but it's probably going to start shooting you way before you get there.
There is an important factor into this.
What's that?
It has a limited number of missiles. I do not have a limited number of me's.
This is true, but you don't know how many of those missiles it's got.
Well, while I think of a better plan, I start doing that. Because you might as well start a war of attrition while you have unlimited resources, while you think of something else to do.
Also, if you're flying forward towards the satellite, how are you going to be launching dupes out? They'd be drifting behind you.
He threw the shuttle into reverse.
So,
Well, he only has to
my
give
telekinetic
a little
blast
bit of
power
momentum.
is at a 5. My carapace is at a 5. The blast power launches things. So I have one kick up his feet on a fist, and I shoot him out.
I mean, can't they use their blasters for propulsion too?
If they had something to push off against, maybe. So they might build it off the ship, but then they wouldn't be able to steer once they were off. But...
Basically having someone strapped to the ship, firing the duplicate at the...
Until such time as he suffocates.
It was
Or is blown up
horrifying.
by missiles.
Alright. So essentially, you are flying at the satellites with a steady stream of duplicates climbing out under the hood of your car, basically, and launching each other at the satellite.
I mean, I'm not even really flying, like, I'll get a little closer, but I'm trying to find, like, the limit where they stop firing missiles at me, but I can fire duplicates at it. I'm seeing if there is a sweet spot.
At that distance, none of your duplicates are going to be alive by the time they get to the satellite. You know, if you're wanting them to actually do something to it.
Other than hit it physically. Are the unconscious bodies able to...
when they die, they're going to poof.
Yeah, but if the body is alive long enough... Well, once it loses consciousness, it'll be out, so...
So yeah, you'd have to get pretty close to them, which, by the way, your computer does not recommend.
Yeah. Completely understand that.
You've also realized that on your radar... Oh, hang on. Give me a... Yeah, give me an awareness to see if you notice this. Maybe I should have mentioned it earlier, but you know. You've been occupied. Now that you're not about to die from missiles, you start to notice that your mothership is not pinged on your radar. Which usually it does. Oh, yeah, it's not radar, but you know. Usually your shuttle's picking it up, and it is not in its usual location.
Is there a big scrap heap?
Well, it's in space around Earth. There's scrap everywhere. But no, you don't see anything particular. There doesn't seem to be anything special in that area at all.
Trying to figure out the timetable of how that happened, but okay.
Because usually, the way you usually get to the ship is you come into orbit, while Earth's previous detection technology could not pick up the mothership, your shuttle could, because it's programmed that way.
Yeah.
And then the shuttle computer would communicate with the actual AI on the ship, so open the doors and all that jazz.
Yeah, I know how it functions. I'm just trying to picture the timetable now, of how we'd lose track of it. But all right. And there's nothing I can do about that specifically right now.
But anyway, if you start piloting back towards the satellites, the shuttle is going to warn you. Basically that you're returning to hostiles. It's going to suggest finding somewhere, friendlier. Searching for a safer route. If you're trying to get back to the planet, search for a safer route. If you're trying to get back to the ship, fly to the ship.
Would it give it advice if it can't find the ship?
You don't see the ship on the radar. You have not asked the AI or the computer anything.
Does the computer know where the ship is?
Negative, but it can send out a query.
You know what? I'll go ahead and have it send it out.
Okay. It sends out a little, basically just a little "Hey, talk to me" burst of information. And then information starts scrolling in. The AI, the mothership's AI, is now in contact with the ship. Or with the shuttle. New coordinates pop up as to where it's actually located.
Where is it actually located?
It is on the far side of the moon.
Did it go that way because it was being shot at?
Yes. It's close enough that it can stay in communication with the shuttle, but in such a position that the satellite shooting at it cannot reach it. Since it had been given no specific instructions to retaliate on something. So it just moved itself to safety. While still being close enough that it should not interfere with its ability to assist you if you contact it.
Alright, is this the only one of these small crafts we have? Or do we have like one extra?
Let me glance at the ship map right quick. Because I know you had destroyed one on the planet. You sent a bunch of the pirates off on one. You are currently in one. So yeah, there's one spare on the ship. Because there were 4 total. And like I said, you destroyed one, you're in one, and one left.
Then yeah, I'll take this one back to the mothership.
Okay.
Get up.
And is there any kind of calculation on its ability to fight the satellites? Can it fire at a longer range?
Yes, it can indeed. At least with some of its weaponry.
Is there like a pro-con? Like, if it misses, will it hit the Earth and do a lot of damage?
If you shot missiles, probably. Let's see. There's some chemical and biological weapons, but you wouldn't shoot those at a satellite anyway. It also has, what would they call it? Rail guns that just shoot, a blob of essentially tungsten steel.
Can I position in a way where failed shots do not hit the planet?
The computer runs the numbers, and yes, it's... The smaller rail guns shoot chunks that would burn up in orbit.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, I'll go ahead and pop 2 weaponized illegally weaponized satellites, yeah.
Okay.
Which, actually, technically, none of what I'm doing is illegal. It's in space. Space rules apply.
And what are space rules?
There are no rules in space. It's open water.
Alright, so you have no talents that would help you with firing these things. And while the computer is capable of, the AI is capable of firing the weapons, on its own, it's not something you want to go into a fight with another ship with. Shooting at a couple of stationary, or relatively speaking, stationary satellites, the computer can do that on its own.
Let's pop some satellites with missiles on them.
Alright, so 2 big silver balls. Well, actually, they're slightly elongated, almost like almost like a tablet of cold medicine or something. But yeah, they go launching out. You see them kind of, they're very shiny. You see them sparkle as they travel out.
Bonk, bonk.
And then, just a little bit later, you see the satellite kind of go. One of them just kind of shatters when it hits. The other one actually goes up in an explosion, like it must have directly hit one of the missiles and set it off.
Are there any other of these dangerous satellites that have shot, or are those the only 2 I know of?
Those are the only 2 that have shot missiles at you. You don't know which other
Including-
ones might be Ferron Steele's stuff.
But none of them have shot. The ship has not recognized any others as having shot at it either.
Correct.
Should be safe for me to go back down planet side.
Should be.
Then I will take... is it possible to repair the damages done to the transport?
Long term, yes. Right at this moment, no.
Alright. Then I will take a fresh ship and start heading back down planet side.
Alright, now, planet side. What are you 3 doing? And is your dupe still under the podium?
Yes, my dupe is currently still under the podium because it can't leave.
Well, it could.
And I can't get
probably get very far.
I can't get another one down there.
Alright, so we've all been made aware of where hiding in the building, and that Miss Rad has also returned to the building, correct?
Correct.
Alright. I say Recluse goes, picks up the dupe hiding under the podium, rendezvous with the launch at the orange mark, the extraction point.
Okay. So a few blocks away.
Yeah. Alright, so the option here is try and get into the building and fight our way down to Ferron Steele, right?
That is one option.
That's a choice that we can make, yes.
None of these are good options. Well, we gotta... Unless we just want to bomb the building from space.
Which I don't want to do.
Yeah, that'd kill a lot of innocent people. Any other suggestions for getting in there?
Your web world is halfway through, and we then proceed from there.
Alright. Yeah.
Because
I try to get into the lowest...
Because, like, I'm trying to think, there's no AI that we know of in the steel building.
Mm-hmm.
So
nothing
it's not...
nothing that seems to be super high-tech or nothing, no.
Yeah, so it's like... Even if we were, got in there 50 feet away from him, we'd still be able to cover most of that distance before he was able to be given any information about intruders. Because, you cover 50 feet, or 100 feet even, relatively quickly. None of us are, hopping on one leg or based on being slugs or anything.
Yeah.
So as long as we can get within a certain range, we can just make a mad dash for him faster than anybody else could.
All right, yeah.
All right, so y'all
That's
all
the
climb
goal.
into Recluse's dumpster so he can shut it and it'd be dark.
Yay.
He pops you into web
Hey,
world.
does anyone want some fruit? They threw out a lot of fruit back here. Snack before we go?
I'm so glad I don't have to eat right now.
I'm physically don't have to eat.
All right. And I shut the dumpster and take us all to web world.
Okay. So now, how are you planning to aim yourselves at the building? How are you planning to track where you are so you'll know where to come out? Because you've got several blocks to travel.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we really don't have... Because I guess it would take too long to get another duplicate to ghost down here for synchronicity.
Yeah. Wait for you to get back.
Wait! I've got it.
Hmm?
My body still knows sensations. I'll astral project, you'll take my body in the web world, while my ghost just follows the idea of the body.
Okay.
I don't know if that'll work.
If you want to burn a determination point, I'll let you do it as a power stunt.
I don't have any determination points,
Oh.
because this game doesn't allow determination to exist if you want to do anything else.
Hmm.
Let's see here. Well, in that case, I'll let you try it as a very difficult roll, as opposed to letting it be kind of automatic. But you do get to use your awareness, so there's at least that.
Alright.
Oh, you may look. I rolled low. You may have looked out.
Yep.
All right. It's not perfect. It's not pinpoint accurate.
Well, I would just need to get him kind of in a room
Yeah.
within a certain distance.
So you managed to get him directed to the tower, or to the
The entrance of the underground area.
building. Yeah, but only kind of at ground level.
Yeah.
Because in this spot in web world, there's nothing dug up under there that you know of at least.
Can I get him above where Ferron Steele is?
Yeah. He'd be at ground level. Ferron Steele's like 2 floors down.
Cool. Recluse can punch hard enough to get through the floors.
Or hell, just find an elevator and kick out the bottom of kick out the bottom of the car.
Why do you want to fall?
Well, I can climb.
And Launch is very good at falling.
How long does it take? How long? Is there any way to tell how long it would take for Recluse to punch through the floor twice?
It would depend on how he rolled. Potentially just 2 rounds. If he rolled poorly, might take a little longer. Because the floor is going to be rolling. It's it's resistance or whatever.
What do you want to do, Recluse?
You know what? Let's just go straight down. And I'm going to start punching and stomping on it. The floor, that is.
Alright. Alright, so appearing directly above him, 2 stories above him, you pop out in a conference room. It is not currently being used. Give me a strength roll, Recluse.
Can I ghost and look to see if there's anyone in the floor below us?
You may.
Is there anyone in the floor below us?
There are... The next floor down, this area is full of cubicles, and there are people working on computers.
Is there some kind of weird route we can take that avoids people?
Not if you want to go straight down.
Alright, then I guess we'll just have to hit cubicles of people. None of them look super weird, do they?
No. It's like normal office workers.
Do they have guns?
Now, you can direct yourself enough that you don't land directly on a specific person, but yeah.
Does it look like there's armed security guards or anything in there?
No, not in the cubicle room. You don't see any.
Alright, we probably have enough time to bust through twice then, before another fight starts.
Rolled a 12 for that one.
Alright, so let's see. Had to find the material strength stuff. The dice roller does not like me today.
Oh my god, I think you made the floor out of drywall. What the hell?
You're seriously, you go through that floor so easily. You're seriously concerned about his plans to use his company to redo the infrastructure.
You know, at first I was concerned about the mind control thing, but oh my god, this is gonna get people killed. We need to have a serious conversation about this later.
And then you drop through the floor. You land on one office worker's desk, and he kicks back in his chair and kind of rolls back away from you.
Hi, we're just here to see Mr. Steele.
All the clickety clacks you were hearing just stops. There's just dead silence in the room once you land.
Yes, I know we're all famous and we're all great heroes. Don't worry. We're on your side.
Aren't you worried about the police right now?
An elaborate deep cover training operation.
Give me a willpower, see if you fool anybody with that.
I don't think he's ever meant to.
Not everybody in the room is necessarily convinced, but you got a few people that are kind of nodding their heads. Because you do have your reputations as being big shot heroes. And while it's gotten out that you're wanted, there's no footage really of you attacking anybody or doing anything. So they're just kind of like, oh, okay. I mean, clearly none of these people are going to try to interfere with you. So give me a roll for the next level of floor.
I'll go ahead and ghost through. Is Steele still there?
He is indeed.
Is anyone else?
Miss Rad is in the room with him.
Okay.
That was kind of inevitable, though.
Oh, and Bernard.
So, yeah, I go through that thing like drywall again.
Oh, yes, I should have. So you smash through. As you land, you see Steele in his fancy armor step back. As it almost looks like a hood coming up. Kind of comes up and then folds around him to form a helmet. I assume the other two. I assume Launch drops down with you. And I guess your dupe is now solid, or back in its body.
Yeah. Once I confirmed who was down there, and we're going in anyway. Yeah.
So everybody kind of takes a step back as you land. Bernard draws his pistol. does not look pleased. Ferron, Recluse, Launch, whichever one you are. What color is this particular dupe?
It's just a gray one.
Okay. So unit.
Yeah, so unit.
As odd as it sounds, I'm glad to see you. Before things become violent, let's have a talk.
Yeah, okay, the first thing I want to ask is...
Unit raises his hand.
Aww.
Yes, unit.
Recluse, you can go ahead and say your stuff, Recluse.
What did your company use to make the floors in this place? Because I am really concerned about your employees' safety. Like, I'm pretty sure if they drop a paperweight, an entire floor will just collapse on them.
So no, the floors are well made. You're just a lot stronger than you think.
Yeah.
Okay.
And now Unit
So that'll
just
make it hard after.
waits with a hand up.
Unit.
Yeah, you already had her shoot radiation at me, and satellites shoot missiles at me. Things already got violent, but I will let you continue your
Well,
statement.
the missiles were something that automatically fires at any alien stealth tech they detect. So that was kind of an automated thing, not really... That wasn't really me aiming violence at you. And Miss Rad was supposed to just be trying to disable your ship. Or your shuttle. I mean, did she actually harm you in any way?
Yes, she attempted to, because she was not shooting at the engines, she was shooting at the cockpit. Which would kill me the moment it went through.
Were you floating at the time? Well, the trick is if she takes out the engine and you crashed into the water. Anyway.
That is safer than shooting me in the face through a window.
Bygones be bygones.
Are we at the bribery stage?
Well, I wasn't really planning to offer you money. I didn't figure that'd be much of a motivation for any of you.
Yeah, okay. You're right. Justice, yeah. Justice. Unit just kind of stands there.
I am merely trying to make my country better. I mean, you've kept up with, I'm sure at least some of you have kept up with politics the last few years. It's just a mess. It's time, you know, these things come in cycles. Democracy had a pretty good run. Now it's time for something else for a little while. And in a generation or two, might be time for some more democracy. I just want to get in and fix some stuff. I would like to have your help doing that.
Fixing things involves kidnapping mutants and aliens for horrible experimentation.
It could be debated how horrible the experiments were, but that was... Mistakes were made. To pull this off, I knew I was going to need superpowered assistance. I thought if I could figure out how mutancy works, that I could essentially produce my own superpowered individuals, that I could give powers to people.
And then Unit would go ahead and look slightly at Miss Rad, and then back went, so when you couldn't make your own, store-bought was fine?
Essentially. It's with the timetable I was working on, there's just no way I was going to crack that nut in time to help. So I began just hiring people. If you'll come work for me, as kind of as the beginnings of my, you know, as the beginning of like an official premier team for the country, I will, you know, cease and desist all research I was doing on mutants. You know, it wasn't getting me anywhere anyway. Frankly, I'm a little creeped out by it. You know, it's not something I was doing for the fun of it, or because I had some issue with mutant kind. Bernard's affiliation with Mott was truthfully just more of a distraction. Once a hero team popped up in town, I needed something to keep y'all occupied and not looking too closely at me.
Unit will go ahead and... Yeah, go ahead and ask a question.
Okay.
So, how long do you plan on running this?
I don't know, probably most of my life.
Alright. Can we form a system of electoral dictatorship?
In what do you mean?
In which case, you would be the dictator for a set amount of years. You would have more, you would have control for a set amount of years, with certain things being set to, say, Congress or a Senate involving your allowances and what can and cannot be changed. So their constant bickering and arguing can still stay there. And in case, like, something goes horribly awry and you get assassinated, there's still the backup plan of we go back to the old system. But you're still able to change the things you need to change, and then as time goes on and you pass on the torch, someone else can be chosen to take your place by the people. Because it's really the mind control thing. Well, it's less the dictatorship. I don't really care. If a government works and the people like it, it works and the people like it. It's the mind control part that has me.
That was just to get the
horrified
ball.
of this.
That was just to get the ball rolling. It was the only way I could think of to pull off a coup d'état without leaving a lot of bodies on the ground.
And once you turn off the mind control, how do you think people are going to react?
It's going to be turned down gradually.
So,
Gradually enough that even the ones that start deciding they don't like me will think that it's something they've slowly, that they've just slowly changed their mind about, or they'll think that I have changed in some way.
Can you show any proof that you can do that?
Not without doing it, and it's too early to do it now. You can roll a willpower to see if you think he's lying.
I'll roll a willpower to see if he's lying.
So we'll Recluse. Recluse believes him emphatically.
I don't know, an 8 is still solid.
Yeah.
I'm scared to roll mine.
It's willpower, not awareness. You'll be fine.
You say that. Uh-huh.
Recluse, you think he's being honest with you. Tarky, you think he's being fairly honest with you. Launch, you think he's lying.
So, here's the thing. I believe you.
Wait, what?
I believe you think you're doing the right thing. And maybe you are. Maybe really is on the way to complete and total collapse. Maybe the rest of the world isn't going to be able to get its shit together in time to keep human civilization going. Maybe we're going to eat a lot. But if extinction is inevitable, if the only way to avoid that is to throw away everything that we think makes being human worthwhile, choice, all that stuff, then we're already dead, aren't we?
Well, it's not like I'm taking all choices away from people. They just have to like me long enough for me to get things set up so they can see what a good job I'm doing. And where there won't be, massive revolution, I'm just trying to avoid bloodshed. I'm trying to get in a position where I can fix things while avoiding bloodshed.
Yeah. Unit will go ahead and go. Last time something like this happened, it worked great for the first, I guess, 5 decades, and then it went horribly awry. Rome and all that.
Mm.
There was no mind control in Rome.
That we know of.
Well, as far as you know,
And the Ottoman Empire was doing fine. They just lost a war and got busted. You know, you're talking about empires in general.
no, I just meant, you know, republics turning into empires.
Yeah. You say decades with Rome. I think the Roman Empire lasted quite, you know.
It lasted a long time. As far as it operating
Oh, I see what you're talking about now.
well, didn't last super long without a whole lot of immediate problems happening.
Yeah.
When the guy that set it up got stabbed to death, you know it didn't work out perfect.
Well, he's not planning to set up like a full kind of, you know, imperial something. It's not, you know. It's not like he's going to be running around throwing people to lions or anything. He's not crazy.
Not yet.
You know, he's not
Say
psychotic. Or he's telling
He's
you, it's
wearing
not like I'm psychotic. I'm trying to avoid bloodshed here.
You're wearing a suit of gilded power armor and a cape.
I knew there was a team of super people that
Admittedly,
were not
Admittedly, the cape is a bit facetious.
I just
Yeah.
He's like, look, I just always wanted to wear a cape, right?
Okay, that's fair.
I think every good superhero costume should have a cape. I mean, no offense to any of you guys.
But...
Oh, he's like, yeah, it's held on by magnets. It's fine.
Yeah, okay. So Unit's kind of just sitting here. I don't really want to fight this guy. Other than the
while
mind
he's
control.
talking, you see Bernard looking a little hopeful, like maybe we're not about to have a super fight that I'm standing in the middle of. Where Miss Rad has just got this look like, seriously?
What kind of seriously faces Miss Rat have?
Like, she just cannot believe this. She keeps looking back and forth between you two, you know, you three and him. Like, she just can't believe this conversation's going on.
Unit will look to Miss Rad. Are you here for money or mind control?
Oh, he's paying me. I mean, you know, I like some of his ideals, but, you know, he's here, he's paying me. And,
Is there a number about?
And in his new government, you know, I get a pardon, so you know, that doesn't hurt either.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Hey, you know what else would help you get a pardon? Helping us beat him up.
Unit will look at Recluse, look at Miss Rad and go, we can't prove that. I'm not going to try to do a fake promise to you again.
Yeah, she ain't really taking your promises. And she knows you guys, or any superhuman for that matter, does not have any official standing in the government. So what do you say, guys? Are you with me?
I can't help but shake the feeling that we're kind of outgunned at the moment. Like, Bernard, I could rip you apart, like, casually. In fact, I'm thinking about how to do that right now in the most creative fashion possible. Love you, big guy.
Are you saying that out loud?
Yes.
Let me assure you, sir, that any affiliation with any sort of anti-mutant organization was merely a cover to use them as a distraction against you. That I have no issue at all with you know, your people or your condition or however is the proper way to word that.
Unit stands there. Deep, deep undercover operation.
I was just following orders.
So yeah, I think we all know how this is about to go down.
Farron's like, I was really hoping it'd go otherwise. I really did like you guys, and it was nice to have a team here in town.
I just don't want them to die.
Out of I'd have made you the premier heroes. Your names would have been remembered right up there with Primus.
You know, I'd say once we kick your ass, might get our name in a few headlines, but if we end up dying, it's for a good cause. And I completely plan on taking you with me.
So violent. Alright, how are we going to do this? Oh, wait, this room is kind of claustrophobic. He hits something on his gauntlet. And you hear a high energy whine that seems to fill the entire room. And then you appear outside the tower.
Is this a teleporter, or what the hell just happened?
Alright, let's just use this random street map here. Over on the far right side, you will see some of your miniatures already there. From some previous fight, whenever the last time was we used this map.
We're still on the city map.
Oh, I'm sorry. I clicked myself over there, but I did not carry the little player tag. There we go. Can you see it now?
Yes.
Alright, so let's position you guys. Over here. And basically on the city map where you had that circular road that kind of went around all the big corporate buildings, that is essentially what this road here is. So let's see, there's you three. Let's see, where is Miss Rad? There's Miss Rad. Well, I don't see. I thought I had done a particular character in here that I was pitching for Steele's armor, but he isn't here, so this random guy in white will have to do. Oh yeah, and Bernard's here. We'll just use one of the FBI agents for him. Alright. Everybody got control of the miniature?
No. I do not.
We do.
Alright, advanced. No, that's what I need. Okay.
Oh, because that's the old. That's the old. Or.
Oh, yeah, it is. Go ahead and drop your new one down there. There we go. That's right, it would no longer be assigned to you. So let's see. Her and Bernard were slightly to one side. Ferron was here. As soon as you appear, you hear the crowd across the road react. His security forces are kind of on their way, but they're a couple of rounds away. He tells you one last time, it doesn't have to go like this. And if I suddenly lose connection or anything, I'm hearing a lot of thunder outside, so weather may be getting bad.
Oh. Yeah, I guess Unit will look at Steele and be like, so, yeah, if these two happen to die, I'll toe the line for you, but while they're alive, I'm fighting for them.
Oh, wow. Thanks for the support. Hey, by the way, what's the ETA on our backup?
That's a very good question. Let's roll a d6 and see how many rounds away he is.
How about a D2?
What was that, a d20? Sure thing. It'll be the only d20
Roll.
roll I made this game, but alright, we can do that. Ooh.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, this ain't gonna be fun.
5 rounds away. 5 rounds later.
And he has seized control of America. Buddy.
Well, the emergency plan is you grab launch and go into web world, and I'll hold them
Out on a
off.
city street, surrounded by sunlight? I don't know. Alright. Starting the...
Joke.
Using an actual dice
I'm
to
sure we have
mark
to jump with some.
how many rounds. Alright, everybody give me a coordination for initiative. Let's see. Oh, he's got a particularly good coordination.
This may...
Alright, this is for Steele. Miss Rad. That's odd. And Bernard.
I was gonna say, if we rolled an 8 again, we might need to check on something.
Let's see, what did I use for Bernard last time? I don't think he was a soldier. I may have used police stats, so we'll use police stats. Alright, so he got a 7. Alright, and Launch got a 12. Unit got an 11. Recluse got an 8. So despite using I don't want to go first, Launch is going first.
As usual.
You're very coordinated.
I'm wearing power armor, so you have a little bit of an advantage here. What? Oh, you could try and do what you did last time to the
Because that worked so well last time.
It did work so well. Alright, so top of the order is Launch. What you doing?
Going to interface with his power armor.
You don't have to.
It makes sense. Because he's going to do his thing no matter what.
Hmm.
Solid.
Yeah.
Alright, and this is effectively going to be, with him running it, effectively going to be against his intellect. Or is it his willpower? Which one was it? Now the interface is really just going to let you extract information.
Aw.
Willpower. Right. Use it. He'll be rolling versus his will, or he'll be rolling his willpower versus your ability. His willpower is respectable.
thought I could control it
I
to
think
some
that's.
extent.
I think that was like a separate roll you had to make.
Alright, so you get in. You realize immediately that the tech in this armor is based heavily off that other power suited guy you ran into. Though where that guy had a bunch of internal controls, this suit seems to be directly plugged into steel. Like he has some sort of cybernetic implants that he's now... Well, he's literally plugged into the suit.
Like physically or like remote? Is he like plugged in like they did with the Matrix or?
Maybe not quite that severe looking. Think more Johnny Mnemonic.
Mm.
You know,
that means nothing to me.
It was another Keanu
Smaller
Reeves movie, where he basically had like a USB port in his head or something. I've never actually seen the movie, but I've seen him remove the little chip thing. Anyway, you find a list of ports. You don't find anything that tells you how big they are, any of that. But yeah, it appears that he is physically plugged into the suit. Probably not via a permanent connection, but
disrupt his user interface or anything.
I would let you try that next round. That's kind of going to be its own something.
Okay.
But you have access to this system, and you beat him by 4, so he does not. He gives no indication that he's aware that you've gotten into his system. Unit.
Howdy.
You're up.
Drop that 5 to a 4.
After this round. Oh, you mean so your guys show up? Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Carry on.
So he hasn't noticed that she interfaced, correct?
He gives no indication on the outside, no. To be fair, your character wouldn't be aware of it either.
Okay, because there's no physical motion. Okay, yeah, but I don't really want to start this fight. I'm gonna walk up. Just like, I've only got one target for this fight. I'm gonna run up and punch Bernard in the face.
Alright, give me an attack roll.
I'm here because you shot me. Oh, can I get a +1 to that for my martial arts? My bad.
Yeah, no problem.
Alright.
I assure you, sir, no, well, you can't say no ill intent was meant. I assure you, sir, I have nothing against you.
4 points.
Alright, and what does he have?
Not even my most damaging attack. It's just I wanted to feel my fist upon his face.
Hang on just a second while I check the weather. Can y'all hear that?
Yeah. It's a little concerning, actually.
I don't know if that's fat drops of rain or if that's hail.
Sounds like... Yeah.
No, it's just rain.
Damn!
Which is weird. Because, like, I'm only a few miles away and it's clear skies to me.
Well, it's just come through. So I'm sure it's headed your way anyway. Looks like it's checking the weather over here. It's just thunderstorm, so ain't nothing to be too concerned about. It was just awful loud slapping against the window.
Yeah.
And this being Alabama, you're always on the lookout for tornadoes.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. So Bernard had that many hit points to begin with, or stamina, I should say. And you just did 4 to him?
Yes.
All right. Yeah, he ain't looking too good. You cracked his nose. He's got, you busted his nose, split his lip. He kind of stumbles back. He really does not look like he wants to be in this fight anymore. And then next
made his
up
bed.
is Ferron Steele. He is going to attempt to take control of launch.
Of course he is.
Why wouldn't you?
Well, you tend to absorb other stuff, so.
Willpower?
I am looking it up now. Mind control. Yes, it's a mind control versus willpower roll. So he rolls his mind control, you roll your willpower.
I can't use my tech stuff?
No.
That would be nice.
Mm.
Okay.
Oh,
You could probably beat that.
he rolled a crap.
I usually also roll
Fair enough.
crap,
Fair.
though.
I mean, as long as you roll like a 3 or higher, you'll.
Yay!
Alright, so you managed to avoid his control this round. Then it's Miss Rad's go.
She's gonna punch me in the face and I'm gonna die.
Actually, she beelines for Recluse.
No. Get away.
And she is going to try to punch you, which is her prowess. You can probably beat that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good God.
Masterfully. Fuck. I literally couldn't have rolled better.
Good, now just keep doing that.
Now it's your go.
Alright, yeah. I'm gonna wail on her.
Alright.
And that's a 15 combined effort.
Alright, are you doing the combined effort to try to make it easier to hit her?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you already factor in the +2?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I said +3, which would be your combat. Alright. That's versus her prowess. She did respectable.
Hmm?
You still hit her, but no knockback or anything. So how much damage do you do?
8.
Alright, so she's got a total of... Alright, can you see the health bar over her head?
Yes, sir.
Alright. I've been using those this entire campaign, not realizing y'all couldn't see her. Alright, so you punch her in the face.
Oh no.
She clearly did not like that, but it doesn't seem to have done a whole lot of damage. Though, from what you remember of her, her biggest power seemed to be her durability.
Hey, in my defense, you took a swing at me first. I'm fine with letting you go for right now. Big guy in armor.
Why am I picturing? I'm picturing her taking a swing and you dodging, and then you going, "Ow!" You know, I'm perfectly all right with you leaving right now. I'm going to generously allow you to leave. And then it is Bernard's turn. He staggers back a couple steps and takes a shot at Unit. What was his?
Oh, you know, props for the balls on him.
Well, you know,
Well,
he's
kinda
in this
got to.
fight. He's got to defend, you know, he might as well defend himself.
Yep.
Coordination. Alright, Unit. Beat a 5.
With coordination,
Yes, with coordination.
I beat it with a 1.
You suck.
Well, I mean, it was a minimum roll.
Doesn't matter.
That's all I could. Okay.
Doesn't matter. And, oh, that brings us back to the top of the order. Launch, you're up.
Okay. Is there a way for me to, like, mess with something so that it sends electrical feedback into his brain or however he is connected to his suit?
No, there would be fail safes in place for that sort of thing.
Yeah, that kind of makes sense. Then I guess I'm going to go with the original idea of shutting down his user interface.
Alright.
Because even if he's using his brain to control it, he still has to... It still has to know how to read the signals, you know?
Yeah. So we'll
do
make
you want?
this a intellect versus intellect, basically. Because, you know, you're already connected to the system. Now it's really just your computer skill versus his computer skill.
So I can't use my interface modifier or anything?
Is your which is higher, your interface or your intelligence?
Interface.
Go ahead and use your interface then.
Okay.
I think you generally use the higher of the two. Alright,
Can I
pluses.
also add my tech specialty?
Indeed.
Awesome.
Of course, he can also add
roll.
his tech specialty, but you know, that's just what it is.
Damn.
Alright. You think you see how to do it, but he became aware of your intrusion and is actively working against you. Now that you get a reaction out of this time, now he looks at you and goes, oh, you're clever. This is going to be fun. I was afraid this was going to boil down to just fists, but you know, you may be an intellectual challenge. Unit,
Yo.
you're up. Bernard shot at
Oh,
you.
sorry. I had my turn order minimized. Sorry. Okay.
No problem.
Well, I'll pop Bernard with a shot.
Okay.
He won't want it.
He doesn't need a gun.
So that'll be 5 to him.
And potentially knock him back. Oh, not that it matters. Now that I think about it, because he is out. So yeah, he goes flying back. He goes flying back a couple dozen feet, hits the ground, his gun goes skittering around.
Well, one of my grievances in this fight is done.
Look, man, he didn't mean nothing against you when he shot you. He was just following orders.
That didn't work at Nuremberg. It's not gonna.
Oddly enough, that's not even a good excuse.
And then we are back up to Ferron Steele.
Also, make that dice a 3.
I have. As soon as I called it was your turn, I flipped it down. Oakley dokley. He kind of slides over to the side slightly. He whips up his hand. This section on the back of his gauntlet kind of pops up. And he is attempting to blast you with a electromagnetic pulse.
I'm going to assume that doesn't fall under blast or energy or kinetic.
It does not.
Of course.
What it effectively is the stun power versus, machinery and stuff. So let me find...
And I'm assuming he's aiming at me, right?
Oh, yeah. Alright, so... Okay, it's coordination versus coordination. He shoots, it is something he shoots. So what's his coordination? Oh, yes.
Ouch.
Alright, so 8. Alright, let's see. Coordination versus coordination against the target. Extended range of the attack succeeds. Roll a level test against your strength. Target strength or willpower. Chosen when you take this power. So it'd be your willpower. Okay.
So I can max that one out, though. Screw you, roller.
Poor baby.
Well, so this is you've been hit, but this is you resisting the actual effect. So
yeah,
this is not a bad one to max out on either.
But it would have been better to dodge the hit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but even on a max out, you wouldn't have dodged it, so...
Alright. So he fails to beat you, so there's no effect. Where a moderate one, you'd be able to take no actions for one page. Major, you'd have taken no actions for the level of his power. And a massive success, you could have taken no actions for the remainder of the chapter.
Oh shit.
Mm.
That would have been bad.
Well, that's effectively the knockout. You're effectively knocked out at that point. But while he's got a high coordination to hit you with it, the power is only sitting at a rank 4, so it's not super hard to resist. But it's something he got that he knew would be potentially effective against you. Miss Rads go. Let's see. I don't see where he's got. You got anything she can really tap? And she's not really familiar enough with you to know any of your. Alright. She tries to slug you again. And I am tapping her specialty. Or her quality. Actually, any of her 3 qualities would probably factor in here. We'll go with hates mutants, though.
What a charmer.
Hey, now, this is not a surprise to you. You've known since you first met her that she hated mutants.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, so that's coordination. 4 plus 1 or plus 2 for the determination. And I roll a 1 on the dice. Alright.
Poor Jason.
I don't feel sorry for him.
Oh, it sounds like Anna just said, hey, have everybody dogpile me. Okay. I can do that.
No.
Alright, Recluse, you're up.
Actually, I got a quick question for Tarky.
What's the rank on his Unison's blast attack?
Low enough, I'd have to combine 4 people to hurt her.
No. Is it higher or lower than a 6?
Lower. It's 5. Last time we fought her, it would have taken me 4 people to land a hit that did damage to her.
But what if you shot launch with her absorption 6?
She'd have a 5 in tow.
I'm trying to do the battle of the technological wills with the dude.
True.
Yeah, right now
Okay.
I probably should be playing distraction on dude that can knock out in one shot.
Yeah.
Or heal
Alright.
you if you get hit by Miss Rad.
And that's a 14 for combined effort to hit.
Okay, gotcha. So again, you do 8 damage
Yes, sir.
minus her damage resistance.
You may want to start adding that to damage if at all possible.
Yeah.
That might help.
Possible.
All right, Bernard is out. Oh, I forgot something. Ignore this random d6 that I'm rolling. Oh, okay.
It's the same speed.
Yep. The police and security forces that are swarming towards you will arrive the same round that Unison arrives.
Great.
Hey, you'll be
Now it's
showing
my
up to
turn.
a target-rich environment. And then it is Launch's turn.
I'm going to try the same thing I did again, but this time I'm going to tap offensive subroutines.
Okay.
Seven, right?
Thanks, man.
Let's see, what was his intelligence?
And once again, I rolled a 1. God damn!
And he did not roll a 1.
It's not fair.
Poor baby.
Now look on the bright side. You're foiling him when he tries something on you too. You know, it's an even fight. Y'all are just gridlocked. Eventually, it'll swing one way or the other, and then it'll be all over.
We know which way it's going to swing.
Unit.
Is.
Sir, I wish to inform you I do this with slight regret, and I'll fire a shot off at Commandant Steele.
Okay.
First Citizen Steele.
The director.
Emperor Overlord?
No, he was going to go with the term director. Oh, I guess I need to roll his coordination there, don't I? All right. You have struck him.
Does a 5 put a dent in him?
It does not.
Damn.
Assumed it wouldn't.
Maybe if there were 2 of you. You're pretty sure if there were 2 of you, you'd have done something. All right. Oh, now it's Ferron's turn. You didn't actually hurt him. Oh, let me turn the dice down. But no. Launch is the single greatest danger to him right now. He knows that. He's going to attempt to overtake your systems, Launch.
Okay.
So this will be versus your willpower. You feel him clawing at your mind, but you managed to keep him out.
You suddenly dox him with a bunch of cat pictures.
The
This is when you
squirrel
find out.
video
This
from
is when you
earlier.
find out he's actually a dog person, so the cat videos do nothing to him. Recluse.
Funny story,
She's
Zach.
going to try to slug you again. This time she'll tap her well trained. Now you are giving yourself a determination point every time she taps something against you, right?
Oh. Okay, so I have 3 determination points now.
Right.
Awesome.
Yeah. When an NPC taps something against you, you get a point.
Yeah, I completely forgot about that.
I had forgotten to mention it the first time, so. All right. So
So
her
13 to dodge.
her coordination is a foe. +2 for her quality. Oh, she couldn't have made that if she'd maxed. All right, she missed again.
Oh, my turn now.
Oh, yes, your turn, sorry. I was sitting here trying to strategize what she could possibly try. Because she
Worry
could,
about that, boss.
she could put the hurt on you if she could touch you.
Yeah, that's the problem. Alright, that's a 15 to hit, not combined effort. The combined effort will be for damage,
Okay,
and
so
yeah.
second roll.
Oh, so that hit?
Oh, well, she's got a roll, but you have to make the second roll anyway, because they both have to connect for the damage to pile up.
Gotcha.
And she'll just make one roll to avoid, so
Wow.
that is her coordination.
Yeah.
That's where all my good rolls are going.
Possibly.
I'm beginning to think someone has hacked Roll20.
Someone's a big Recluse fan.
You max rolled 2. Calm down.
For all the good it did.
And I'm also going to tap a determination point, or tap Justice for the Forgotten to give myself an extra +2 to damage. So
Fair enough.
well,
So that's your usual 8 points up to 12.
plus combined effort then. And yeah, the aspect.
Alright, so that's 12 minus her resistance. That was a good lick.
How do you pop the hell out of it?
Alright, so that was... Alright, so that much got through. So she needs to roll her strength versus the damage she took. Give me a straight D6 roll. What's that?
A straight D6?
Yeah, just roll a D6. Okay. So yeah, you clock her that time and she goes flying back here. Kind of lands on her butt.
Nice. You
You
could
know.
walk away right now.
She doesn't land flat on her back. It's like she was trying to catch herself and she just kind of hits butt first and scoots. She stands up looking quite displeased. And then Bernard's out and it is back to launch.
No, I'll give it one more try, even though I'm out of points. I guess. I rolled a 2 instead of a 1. Yay!
Fanfare.
Alright, this is versus his... Oh, this is versus his tech stuff too, so... His intellect of an... Alright, so his intellect of an 8 plus his tech level... Or intellect of a 7 plus 2 tech level, whatever. So it's a +9 total.
Damn.
Yeah, you try to go in this time and he just slaps a firewall in front of you. Unit.
Yo. I'd like to make an awareness check. Is there anything that looks like I can do to this suit?
By your lonesome. To the suit itself, no. But you could attempt to put a quality on him. Let's see. Learning and creating qualities. So there's one thing we have not done enough with, myself included.
It's qualities.
It's really messing around with qualities and trying to figure out what other people's are to use against them or all that jazz. All right. So like if you were trying to knock him off balance, you would say that's what you're trying to do. You would come up with, you'd probably use your coordination for your blast. Where you're not really trying to do damage, but you're trying to nudge him or knock him or. And what it is you would tell me what quality you're trying to create and essentially what it is you're trying to do. You roll a test of the ability you're using against the target's appropriate ability or difficulty, as set by me. And it's the same mechanic for trying to figure out when he's already got. A failure means you do not learn about or create a quality. A marginal success reveals or creates a quality you're looking for but does not activate it. You must do that separately. A moderate success creates or reveals a quality you're looking for and allows you to activate it for free once. Major success is the same as a moderate, but you can activate it for free twice. And then massive, you can activate it 3 times for free.
Alright, I would like to attempt a blast at his leg joint to cause him to be off balance.
Okay. So you're going to try and make him off balance. Okay. That'd be your coordination versus his. Not this rad, this guy. Alright, that's a moderate success. So you may tap it once for free. Or a teammate can tap it.
Yeah. So he is off balance physically, which means that you may be able to use that to offset him mentally.
Yeah, it would distract him as he's trying to catch his balance. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet.
That is the only advantage I can give you, Lunch.
He will attempt to mind control her.
You can use that quality offensively or defensively, whatever you feel you need to do.
Do I need a determination point to use it, though? Oh, I don't?
No.
Because I used my entire turn to set him up to be able to be used.
Yeah. So there's one free use of unbalanced.
So
Okay.
Since I'm unable to do damage, I'm setting qualities for you guys to be able to do things.
Awesome sauce. It's okay.
Alright, so you gotta beat a 10.
And I'm tapping the quality?
You can, or you can wait until you make an act against him next time. Either one you want to do.
Yeah, whatever you feel safest or best, think is best.
Gotta decide if you roll.
Roll.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and use it because otherwise I'm just going to end up laying on the ground, I think.
Okay.
That's kind of a best case scenario.
Give you a +2.
Woo! Damn it.
Yeah, you never know ahead of time.
I mean, the way I usually roll.
Yeah, because I was expecting
One
again. And Recluse's next turn, he's getting suddenly throttled by launch.
Alright, so, he tries to go into your head, you keep him out pretty easily this time. Alright, Miss Rad. What is she going to do? She flies She pulls the old Superman move and tries to fly into Recluse, both fists out.
And Recluse is gonna try and leap to the side.
All right. As she flies by her boss, she's like, "Are you going to do anything? Or are you just going to sit there and stare at her?" Because so far it looks like him and Launch have just been staring into each other's eyes. There will be internet videos later where people put romantic music to it.
Somewhere, a pang of agony runs through El Flamenco's heart.
All right, she is going to tap. Well-trained. No, she's going to tap. I can handle this. To give herself a +2.
That's unfortunate.
It is. It is quite unfortunate.
And Recluse escapes again.
Part of me thinks I should retire Recluse after this game.
No.
Well, he's against physical threats. Yeah, he's very hard to hit. I mean, very Spider-Man-like. Mm-hmm. But if I ran you into a mentalist...
Yeah, hindsight was doing some damage to you.
Yeah.
Because he was also very hard to hit. And highly skilled. Her coordination is kind of so-so.
You mean her prowess?
Oh, I've been rolling the wrong thing.
Shit.
You're right.
Damn it.
Her prowess is higher.
Damn it, Tarky!
But only by 1, so I don't think it would have made much difference.
But it will later.
Yeah, quite possibly.
And that's to hit, and I'll be...
Congratulations, Tarky. I decided not to kill you. Alright, so that's a 15 and 11 to hit.
Yes, sir.
Versus her prowess. Roll a 1, ain't nothing you can do.
Yeah.
Wait. How did her prowess go down by 1?
Because what I rolled previously was her coordination with a +2 for tapping a quality.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
And while she should have tapped a quality this time, I don't want to give Recluse too many determination points.
I gotcha.
Alright, so that is another, 7, 8, 9 points? Oh, no, your strength is an 8 starting out?
Yeah, and it'd be a +10 because of the combined.
Alright, so 10s.
Does it? 18 damage per punch.
Show off.
No.
So 8. Alright, so you get minus.
You maybe got one more in her.
Yeah.
Alright. Back at the top of the order. Launch.
Oh, God. I don't even know if there's a point of me trying to break into a suit anymore.
I mean, if you get one good...
I mean, y'all are both doing just like roll to kill. You're just not succeeding.
And it is kind of keeping him from,
doing something else.
Yes.
People.
I mean, because keep in mind, he's in the same kind of armor that other dude was in, so,
Yeah.
you're talking about a physical threat to go toe-to-toe with the Myrmidon.
The biggest thing I can say is we're fighting a war of attrition. My fight's done and I won. Recluse is fighting his fight and winning, and yours is a tie, right? Which means keeping the status quo, we're getting ahead.
Yep.
It just doesn't feel like you're doing a lot.
Keep trying to overpower him with...
Alright.
Oh, that might do it.
It's only a 2.
I don't want to tell him that the base 9 is gonna cut that in half. He's gonna cut that down.
Yeah.
Shit.
And he rolls a 6.
You wanted him to max roll there, hoping that it won't happen later.
Yeah.
Unit, you're up.
I'm going to attempt to set him off balance again.
Roll it.
Yay.
And this will be versus his coordination, so. Oh, wait. I've been rolling it right on this guy. It was her that I was rolling wrong on.
Nope. No quality to tap defensively this time.
And then it's his turn.
But wait. If I'm using my power, I should be rolling my power, shouldn't I? Rolling the stat for the power.
No, it's still a coordination. It would still be coordination because you're trying to hit him.
Okay.
Where the power would be kind of how much damage it's doing, but you're not really worried about the damage. You're just trying to knock him off balance with it.
Alright.
Alright, so it's his go. He's going to try to override our systems again.
Good God. That's the new roll?
Woo! Yeah.
Fuck.
All hail the new roll, same as the old roll.
Him, right?
Beg pardon?
He didn't get a quality on him, right?
He does not.
Right.
Now, if you get a determination point, you can still tap one of your qualities.
But I don't. I used them all.
Ah.
I only had 2.
Carry on then.
Can still beat him.
No, I can't! If I can tie him, that's not gonna happen, because it's me.
Yeah, but a tie still keeps you safe.
Yeah. What the fuck? How did that happen? Yay!
Your mind is your own.
Well, it happened because he's rolling with his control power and not his intellect plus his tech stuff.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, because his intellect is way higher than his power.
Right.
So I was getting ready to look up the Windows shutdown theme again.
Nice. Okay. What is Miss Rad going to do here? She knows how this fight is going. Her instincts say to run, but she's got the potential king of the world as her boss. So there's a big payoff if he manages. Even if she gets knocked out, there's a big payoff for her if he manages to win. And he does have a small army of goons headed this way. She's gonna tough it out and try to take Recluse out instead of running, which would be her. Well, it'd been what she's done the last 2 times she's appeared.
Tended up. Ouch. She might actually hit me that time.
It's possible. It's possible.
You'll make her day.
It would. It would make her day. And this is her versus her prowess.
Please don't be an 11.
And she still really hates mutants, so tapping that gives her determination.
I mean, she might have just changed. Son of a bitch!
Tarky called it. Take 7 points of damage.
Gonna sting.
Yeah, it's gonna stay. But you're still up, you know.
Yep.
She's
I can
actually
take
not
another
as
one like
strong as
that.
you are.
Yeah, but she can take hits better.
She takes it a lot better. And then it's Recluse's turn.
I got a question for you, Rad. What's your problem with mutants? Huh?
You're freaks that'll drive normal people. Freaks that'll drive real humans into extinction if you're not stopped.
You're pulling out a lot of thread. You're pulling out a lot of straws there.
Psst, tell that to the Neanderthal.
We interbred! You know what? No. I'm putting you down right now. Combined effort to damage. Oh.
Alright, this is versus
14
her prowess. Alright, so that's 10 points of damage.
Yep.
And she goes down and she goes kind of flying off. This time she lands flat on her back and just stays there.
Meanwhile, me and Steele are still making love eyes at each other.
I'm just picturing this like battle cry. We interbred! Which the internet will totally not take the wrong way. So people are looking at you funny. And her other, mutant-hating folks really don't want nothing to do with her now because they don't know what's going on. You've ruined her reputation amongst her hate group. Alright, then Bernard, who is still out. And then Launch.
One more time. Oh my god, I didn't roll a 1 or a 2.
A number that makes it possible.
Yay!
Damn!
Wah, 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 wah. Wah. Alright.
Why does the dice roller hate me?
Alright, two things happen at this point. Let me zoom out the map just slightly. One is the shuttlecraft comes arcing in. And two, a horde of security come popping up from, over in this direction. I say popping up, you have seen them coming for some time now, but... Alright, now where's the... Oh, there we go. Where are all my cops? I know I've got a mess of cops on here. There they are. Cops 1 through 13. And some of these are police officers, some of these are his personal security. They're all normal people, but... There's even 1 or 2 random pedestrian or random folk in there, in amongst the mix that, due to their love for the director, are rushing to his aid. They will, however, go last. They will basically be taking Bernard's initiative order. And... So, Unison, what are you doing?
Recluse, how banged up are you?
I could use an Advil, yeah. Mechanically, I'm at half health.
Alright, the other meats are here somewhere.
Floating above the battlefield. Basically, like I said, the shuttle is coming through.
Close enough to do pot shots?
Yeah, he could get down that low. So the rest of the members are just hanging on to the docking ramp.
They've gotten extremely used to that docking ramp.
Haven't they earned it, though?
And yeah, 3 of them will combine...
Well, 1 of them could combine, and then you need 2 more to combine to get the next bump.
Yeah, I'm thinking, 2 of them will do a combined... Alright. Could 2 of them do a combined shot to set a quality on him?
Certainly.
Alright. Then those two will set to try to off balance him with a pop to the head.
Okay.
So 13.
This is versus his coordination.
Hmm?
Okay.
So he's
You have-
off balance.
You had us. That's by 3, which bumps up to a major success, so it can be tapped for free twice.
All right, so we've got 2 free taps on it. And let's see, I've got, and then 2 of them will combine for just extra damage on a shot. So they'll both take shots.
Okay.
So if both hit, +2 to damage. All right,
you're
so
now
that'll
doing
hit for
7
7.
points of damage.
Yes.
All right, that does some damage to it.
All right, and the last 2 will do a combined shot on him for damage.
Let's see, what is his stamina?
Hey, no need to roll for that last one. I double one.
Ow.
So even if you rolled a 1, you'd be okay.
Yeah, that's true. All right. So you said you did 7 points.
7 point total.
So yeah, you do some visible damage to him this time. And then it's his go. And he is going to use his mind control power again. Well, his machine control power. But he's going to use it on the shuttle this time.
Oh no!
So, Taylor, give me a D6 plus 3 for the ship computer's ability to resist.
7.
Let's see. Okay. Oh,
I'll take it.
you feel the ship give a slight shudder before the AI kind of, catches on to what's going on.
Oh god, that could have been so bad.
Street pizza. Taylor's character would probably have survived, but I might have knocked him out. I don't know.
30-foot drop from the piloting chair. I'd been okay.
Yeah, but it's also the speed that is going. Oh, and it's Miss Rad, and she is out. Recluse, you're up.
And I just spring onto Dime's. Can I balance quality for extra damage or just actually hit him?
Either or. It's a quality you can tap for free. So you can do anything
All
with
right.
it you can do with a regular quality tap.
Awesome. So this is just a hit, combined effort for damage.
Alright, this versus his hang on, my iPad decided to go still on me. Alright, so this versus his coordination. Oh no, you're punching. This would be his prowess, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, it's the same. Never mind. Is it the same? It should really be lower. I would think. Anyway. So you jump out and you start flailing at him. And he's kind of slapping your hands away. It's like he really looks around and realizes at this point that Bernard and Rad are down. Because he looks over at the security officers. I could use some help over here. He's sounding a little frazzled. Not the cool collective, customer you ran into up to this point. Launch, you're up. He is still off balance. There's one more tap of that left.
Then I'm gonna tap it.
Alright.
That's actually a pretty good roll.
Yeah.
God, mother.
Fucking hell.
Language.
Sorry.
I'm not.
He just barely manages to keep you out of the system this time. But this time he looks over at you and screams at you, "Stay out of my suit, witch!" Unison.
Harm. Well. I guess the old boys will start. Yeah, I'll do a combined effort to set a quality of off balance again.
Okay.
Just keep
If it's working,
8 total. Yep, just keep throwing it at him to try to keep him off balance.
booyah. But you got another 2 guys up there on
Yep,
the platform.
Who will go ahead and just do a 2 shots at him
Okay.
combined. Try to hit.
Oh, they both hit.
Alright, 7 damage.
Oh, hang on.
Shit.
No,
Whoa, hold on,
what
that's
that
not
did.
right.
Crap. All right. So he had that much to begin with. All right. So we had that much to begin with. You've done. This is the second time you've done damage to him.
Yes.
Then you do 7 when you combine like that. So that was. All right. So there was the second hit.
Alright. And my man on the ground will step up and heal Recluse.
Okay. You have to roll for that, or is it just an amount? you
Recluse. It's an amount I give him. Recluse takes 6 health.
Nice. You know, if you ever get bored of being a superhero, your hands are magical. You would kill as a masseuse.
That's several masseuses.
Guys, I'm trying to concentrate here.
And we're punching the thing you're concentrating on. We're helping.
All right. It is now his turn. He could potentially do some damage to one of you two. But Launch is still what he's thinking of as his biggest threat. Because she just won't stop trying to get into that system.
Special.
His jet boots kick in and he launches into the air. Put a little marker on him so you know he's flying. And he gets a good, 20 feet in the air or whatever. And then he tries to take over Launch's systems. Ooh. Oh,
no.
I rolled wrong. That was not his intelligence. I was rolling his I guess I'll re-roll.
Oh no.
Wait. He's
even
using
worse.
how? I'm confused now.
Oh no!
He's using an ability, correct?
You're right. Go with the first roll. For some reason, it's like my record skipped, and I was trying to roll what he rolls for defense again. So the 11. The 11 is what you need to beat.
Oh, crap.
Oh, so
Did
he
you
beat
not-
you by 1.
And didn't have a quality to tap for defense.
Nope.
All right, hang on here. Where is it?
It was bound to happen eventually.
It was pretty cool that you kept matching him at least.
Hey, he's got an 8 strength, and all that time she was matching him, he wasn't punching people.
Mm.
Oh, hold on.
She's proud of this one.
I don't think I want to hold on. All right. Let's see. Outcomes. All right, so
Now, to be
outcome of
fair,
1 or
that's
2
only
is
a minor.
It's a moderate, yeah. Places the control quality on the target. Concentrate and make a new mind control versus
Wait.
You said moderate.
What does it take for a moderate?
a 1 or 2.
Okay.
A marginal is if you tie and it scores a 0. With most stuff,
okay.
marginals don't give you any effect. 1 or 2 is a moderate. 3 or 4 is a major.
Okay.
Anything above a 4 is a massive. So yes, you have the controlled quality on you.
Mm-hmm.
But having it only at a moderate means he can give you 1 command that you have to do next round. And then after that, it's another opposed roll for him to keep it going.
Okay.
Where if he gets a major, then you're controlled for however many turns equal to the ranks he has in the power. If he gets a massive, he's as long as he can concentrate, he's basically got you for the chapter. So you got 1 round of where he can tell you to do something.
Okay.
He screams at you to attack these 2, protect him. So basically, you have to attack one of your buddies next round.
Okay.
Rad's out. Recluse's turn.
I'm going to use my webs to swing up the. Excuse me. I'm going to use the shuttlecraft as an anchor point.
Okay.
To try and swing up towards Steele.
Easily done.
All right. So I don't need to roll anything for.
No, that's just your movement.
Okay. All right. And I'm gonna try and tackle him in midair, and I'm going to tap his quality, panicked, because he is visibly and vocally panicked right now.
Roll your willpower versus his to see if you can actually manage to tap that. What is his willpower? His willpower is respectable. He's clearly upset, but he's got it under control.
Damn.
But you can carry on with your attack just fine.
Yeah. That's the hit.
Alright, that reverses his prowess. You kind of jump at him, he manages to kind of push you to the side. You'd have gone spiraling back off to the street, except, you had a web in one hand.
Yeah.
And then it is all of these guys' turn. Yay!
Sweet Jesus.
So, let's see. And every step up requires double the people for assistance, Taylor?
Yes, it goes 1, 2, 4.
Okay. 1 extra, then 2 extra, then 4 extra.
Then 8 extra, which you have enough to do.
Well,
Oh wait, no, not
two
quite.
of these
not
guys
quite.
do not have guns. So they move in. They basically spin their round running up. Looks like they're beelining for you specifically, Tyler, since you're the one on the ground.
All
Or
right,
the closest one on the ground.
fair enough.
But they spend their entire round getting, within easy range of you. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or 1. So these two, and then those 4. Or those. This guy's assisted by him. Then they're assisted by these 2. Then they're assisted by these 4. So that's a 2 bump. Alright, so essentially this guy's going to have a +4 to shoot Recluse.
Oh, Recluse?
And they're doing it to attempt to hit him. So effectively there's a hell of bullets coming your way. Spread out enough they're trying to make it hard for you to dodge.
I don't like that.
Yeah, well, they don't care. Alright, so that's 3.
Yeah.
NPCs, where's the police? Oh, yes. And they have their weapon training gun, so it's 1 higher. Alright. It doesn't matter. You juke and jive in midair and you avoid every bullet. And these last 2 guys team up to take a shot at Unit. They are going for damage. No, they'd go for the hit too, because they're freaked out by you being super period. Alright, beat an 11 yet.
Well, think I'll do my bestest.
One.
It's an 11.
Alright, so they miss you as well. Launch, it's your go. You have been ordered to attack one of your buddies.
Okay, can you repeat what he said?
Defend me, attack these 2.
Okay, so he specifically said these 2.
Yeah, pointing at the ones in front of you.
So, I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Can I mean, I'm still capable of choosing which one I want to attack, not just attack the closest one, right?
He said attack these 2, so yes, you have the choice of whichever one of the 2 you want to.
Man, if only one of us was completely expendable.
Okay. Recluse.
What?
Okay.
What? They can't grab some other homeless guy and drag him to web world? Here, fix this one like you fixed the last guy.
I love it. Let's see. I'm going to launch myself at him.
At Recluse?
No,
Okay, I was gonna say.
punch that crap out of him.
Oh, good.
What, you're gonna hit me? I'm the tactical genius. I'm indispensable to this mission.
Roll to avoid these hands.
I've got to avoid a 7.
Yes.
That's physically possible.
All right.
It was done.
You figured it was coming because you heard him give the command, so. And then it's your go.
Can I do anything to deactivate his jetpack? Can I hit it enough times? Can I dent the thrusters?
How would you go about trying that?
Trying to apply enough force at the bottom of the thrusters, kind of crumple the metal in so that it's not getting as much thrust out.
Okay, give me a roll on that.
Either that or because they're boot thrusters, just physically manipulate the boot so he goes out, in wild direction, one or the other.
All right, which one are you going to do?
Oh yeah, I will try to crumple it first.
Okay.
I'll have 2 of them team up for a shot to try to crumple one of them.
All right, roll it.
So 13.
Okay. Let's see, what is higher? His coordination to avoid it, or the damage resistance from the suit to resist being crumpled? His prowess is higher, or his coordination is higher, so we'll roll that. Alright, so you get a little bit of crumple, and he kind of wobbles and spins and winds up crashing to the ground. It's not a long enough fall to hurt him in the armor, but he is now effectively grounded. At least for this round.
And would that also make him prone?
I'll say that's a quality you can tap, sure.
Alright,
Not for free, though.
okay. His equality exists, but I did not plant the quality on him on
Right,
purpose.
so you don't have a free tapping of it.
Yeah. Alright, 2 of us will do a team up shot on him for team up shot for damage.
Okay. This is versus
Decent,
coordination. Both of them hit.
Alright, so 7 total again.
You were chipping away that armor. He doesn't look nearly as regal now, and he lost his cape in the crash because he was held on by magnets.
And the last 2 will do another combined shot on him for damage.
Okay, roll it.
I'm not a fan of him anymore.
What? Why not?
Oof.
Everybody rolled ones.
Yep. Alright, who's up next?
He is. Alright, he stands up. He can't fly this round. Okay, launch would be over here by unison. Or by unit. He runs over here by Bernard. And attempts again to control the spaceship.
Huh.
Give me a d6
So-
plus 3.
It'll be a 7.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. I rolled a 1. On a d6. So plus 5, that means my total was a 6, which means anything you roll is going to beat it.
No.
Well, no, that's right. Not anything you roll. I take that back.
Like, I literally beat it by 1.
Yeah. I just wanted him to take over the ship and crash it into all of y'all.
I understand the concept.
We just don't want that to happen.
Alright, so anyway, in addition, he's picking up Bernard. Recluse, you're up.
Alright, Recluse is gonna cast a couple web lines down on either side of Steele and just pull himself towards him for one huge hit.
Okay.
So it's a combined effort to hit.
To hit or for extra damage?
To hit. So that's 16.
Okay. Let's see his coordination of a 6. Alright, you hit him?
And I'm tapping Blessed by the Crawling Gods for +2 damage, so that's 10 damage.
Oh, his damage resistance is not quite as high as hers. You leave a huge crumpled in spot on his helmet.
Oh, and that's the part that moves the most as far as, like, coming in and out. Oh, it's gonna be expensive to fix.
Yeah.
Would you hear him scream from inside? It sounds like he's mushed to one side. Like he's got his, jaw pinned up against the inside of the helmet. It's probably not very comfortable. At that point, let's see. These two guys still rush unison. They are working together. So that gives them a +2 on their prowess of 2. So they're trying to punch you with a 9.
That's a possible. That's a happened. How much damage?
Let's see. Average folk, bystanders, prowess of 2, strength of 3. So 3 points of damage. Which doesn't do anything but reduce your carapace a little bit.
Did reduce my armor, though.
And then these guys here all shoot at Recluse. Well, let's see. 1, 2, and then 2, and then 4. All but 2 of them shoot at Recluse. The other 2 run over to try to, physically help. They're trying to wedge themselves between you and the director. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So they've got a +6. Hey, I think they hit you this time.
Ouch.
Let's see, and firearms do. Or the kind of pistols they're packing. Take 4 points of damage. And launch, you're up.
You okay, baby?
Okay. Yeah, I'm fine.
That sounds suspiciously like somebody swallowed something down the wrong pipe. I say this from experience.
Zach,
Yes.
let's go kick him.
Are you still affected by it, or?
No.
Oh, alright.
Whoa. There is a concentration check now. Or, there's another opposed roll now.
Oh, I thought it was just over. Okay. Willpower or my tech stuff?
This is willpower versus the ranks of the control he's got. Alright, so he's got you for one more round anyway.
Okay.
And you have your standing orders.
Okie dokie.
So I'm getting hit again.
We're trying to.
This time, though, she's trying to Mario you.
Need a drink, baby?
And she
I'm fine.
succeeds.
How much damage?
6.
Which is enough to get past your carapace, I believe.
Yep. I quietly go into the night.
Poof! Good night, sweet prince.
Sorry. They can't help it.
So now there's only 5 of me to do things.
The 2 bystanders that were trying to fight him, when you land on him, he just kind of poofs. They just look at you. What kind of boots are you wearing?
Magic.
And then it is Ferron Steele's turn.
Whoa.
What?
I still exist.
Do you?
That was literally 1 copy of me.
Oh, I guess you're right. Go ahead. Easy mistake to make.
I still got 5. I've still got 5 sweet spaceship, boys. We're now going to do a
Sounds like a sci-fi
combined shot
motif
for.
boy band.
One of them is just going to try to, once again, off balance Steele
Okay.
with a 9. Solid. Not solid
Damn.
enough. All right. 2 of them are going to do a combined shot for damage.
Okay.
Not super stout. The other 2 combined shot for damage on Steel.
One of them hits.
Oh well, I tried to.
No, hang on. A 9 would be a marginal. Which technically might still be a success for this. Yeah. For this case, I'm going to say that's enough of a success to go ahead and give you the bump.
Alright, so then 7 damage. And then I will shout to Recluse, get him in the ship.
And still goes down.
I just grab him by his chest, and just leap towards the ship, web myself towards it.
Alright, you get on the ship, no problem. He is not concentrating, so launch, you come out of his control.
Yay.
The crowds are screaming in horror at what they're seeing. Absolute horror. So let's see. Yeah, that's Recluse's turn. All of these guys just saw Launch take out somebody that was fighting the boss, so they're not sure what to do about her, so they don't shoot at her.
Yeah.
And then we're back to Turkey. Oh wait, hang on, I did skip Launch. Okay, Launch, your turn comes up. You're back in control of yourself. You have seen them knock out Steele and haul him on board the ship.
I'm gonna hop on board the ship.
All right. Then it's Starkey's go.
Yeah, the ship starts to leave. And let's get him out of this armor immediately.
As badly damaged it is, between Recluse's and Launch's strength, y'all managed to peel him out pretty easy.
Cool. Now we can just interrogate him and force him to stop this.
He'll tell you nothing.
Interrogate, torture.
Then I guess he gets to feel the cold embrace of death.
That seems a little extreme.
Okay,
That seems a little
He just
extreme.
tried-
Perhaps you could perhaps he can negotiate something with you. He was eventually going to go global with his plan. How would y'all like to rule Australia?
Australia's a hellhole with horrible snakes and spiders.
But it has amazing beaches.
Also, hold up. Could I make the Midnight Oils write a song about anything?
Sure.
Alright, hold on. I'm going to contemplate this. No.
But really, buddy, pal, Mr. Steele, how do we turn this off?
We can just start randomly shooting satellites. But I wouldn't want to do that.
That would do a lot of damage the world over. Potentially. Give me a willpower roll. See if you can convince him.
And I'm going to nothing really. Rolling.
Well, you could always try to discover if he had something on him currently that you could tap.
Mm.
Try to think of something some quality he might logically have on him that you could tap for this.
Basically defenseless.
Okay, give me an awareness. Was that 11 what you rolled for the awareness?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yes. He is pretty freaked out by how things have turned out. He's covering it up pretty decently. Because, he's had to deal with people before in tense situations. But yeah, he is clearly frightened. He knows you're heroes and you probably don't resort to killing quickly, but this is kind of an odd case, so yeah, he looks a little freaked out. So that initial 11 you roll, we'll give that a +2 versus his willpower. So yeah, that gets you up to a moderate success. We can disable it from my computer in my office.
Tell us how.
He starts to give you the password and what you need to do, and then he stops and he looks at launch and begins giving that information.
That's a good call.
Now, with an army of police officers and security personnel and probably some Secret Service guys, how are y'all gonna get into the building?
Is that really a question?
Yeah, I mean, we can
I was
just
being a little
force them to
facetious.
tell them to leave.
Hey, Grim Noir, you got time to help us do a thing?
No, he just watched you on TV, beat up and kidnapped the director. He's coming for you.
Like,
Deep undercover operation.
Okay, just because we're way over on time already. He's in the penthouse, right? And y'all are in a flying ship.
Yeah.
mhm.
I also know we can break the windows.
I'm about to say,
Yeah.
you've smashed through his window before.
Much to his great displeasure.
Yeah, he's moderate displeasure. It ain't like he ain't rich. All right, so you break into his office. With relatively little I just had stuff lock up on me. What in the ever-loving crap? Anyway, yes, you break into his office without too much trouble. I'm sure y'all are familiar with the office.
Mm.
It's
Sometimes
probably-
it has a car in it.
Well, it did the first time. It did not the second time. He had managed to get that thing assembled, apparently. But yeah, you bust those big, beautiful windows in again. You all rush in. There's no security personnel in his office at the moment, because why would there be? And within just a couple of minutes, Launch has managed to disable the satellite. It's extremely easy with all the passcodes. And effectively, you have put his little coup down. Yeah, with no bloodshed.
And also so immediately that everyone knows something was up.
So immediately, yeah, it's like, just people are, what are we doing? There is a news media storm over the next couple of days. The president declares martial law, which only lasts for a day or two. There's an initial panic, and everybody just kind of locks down in every way. The streets are about empty at night. A lot of businesses are closed. There's a fair amount of, just kind of panic, and everybody ducks and covers for a couple of days. After that, things return to normal relatively quickly, as far as everyday stuff. Because, there's not a secret army that rolls out, or, Steele is immediately arrested just as soon as you turn him in somewhere.
Show up with him, yeah.
They take him and the government disappears him somewhere.
Magic.
There's a lot of conspiracy theories about mind controlling superhumans and this, that, and the other. But it comes out fairly quickly that he was using tech to do this. Some of it that he had developed, some of it that he had stolen. His plans were sped up and augmented by some of the alien tech he was allowed to reverse engineer. Let's see. He had been working on this for a while, but about the time your team was popping up was when he was really pushing things into high gear. Going through his computer, you also discovered that he was very concerned about, you guys when you first popped up. Excited if he could get you on his side, but if he couldn't, you were probably going to be, a thorn in his side.
Hey, quick question.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any information there regarding about how Cluse was unaffected?
There is not. The way it's written up, he expected it to pretty well work on everybody. He figured there'd be some strong-willed people that it might not work on. Superhumans with mental defenses and mental abilities, who knows how that would work. But he was expecting it to be a small enough number that he really wouldn't have to worry about most of them. I mean, if old Mr. Smith down the street isn't affected, it's one old dude that, doesn't like the new guy. Wouldn't have caused any major trouble. Over the next few days, or weeks and months for that matter, the government, once everything gets settled, he's arrested, they figured out what's going on, they have brought down the satellites he had put up that were part of this network.
2 of them mysteriously destroyed.
Those get repair missions sent up. It turns out they were legitimate satellites that he had added some extra to when he sent them up.
Well, too bad for them.
So they were,
Don't slap missiles on satellites.
That's right. That's the 2 you blew up. Never mind. They're already destroyed. Yeah. Yeah, there's a couple of internet providers that lose service for a little bit, and some cell carriers.
Ah well.
But
don't slap missiles on satellites.
Yeah. The stock prices of still applied technologies just plummet. A couple of other people in the company are arrested, but it seems like most of his board of directors and stuff were completely unaware. They were all essentially flunkies of his, but they weren't really in on the plan.
But in fairness, when your plan is, I made something that will mind control everyone, you don't have to have too many confidants.
Right. Bernard is arrested and disappeared just like Steele is. Miss Rad is shipped back off to the Supermax prison, along with any other supers he was using. What were their names? Yes, Agent Davis and Agent Tolliver. In some of the congressional hearings about these events, they're there testifying. The whole spiel on how they used to work for the CIA, how they thought they were working for the government, got suckered. They don't wind up facing any charges that you know of, though the congressmen rip into them pretty good on television. Any hope they have of, continuing any kind of spy work is pretty much shot. And there's memes about them being, the dumbest spies around. But over the next few weeks, once things settle down a little bit, they announced that Ferron Steele will be put on trial. They disappeared him, but once they were sure everything was settled down and his satellites were gone, he kind of pops back up into the normal legal system. And there is talk of the government forming and sanctioning a government-sponsored superhuman team. Something they've never done before, but given current events, having somebody kind of on call that they could tap in an emergency has got a lot of widespread appeal. A lot of people in the government are kind of looking at that as a good good option to have on the table. The general public is is all behind it. Superhuman's popularities are at an all-time high. You guys, you'd already run off a alien and not invasion, but raiding party, so y'all were already pretty popular, nationwide and to some degree internationally. But you are becoming household names now.
Hey, at this point, I think we might be able to admit, hey, we have a spaceship in space, and it not freak people out super bad.
If you were ever going to admit that, now would probably be the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, while admitting, when we fought off the aliens, we did manage to snag a ship and keep it. It's
our base. There's some people that freak out a little bit about it. The general public is kind of like, ooh, it's a team with a space base, That's how super teams are supposed to be. The government will be contacting you about that, though.
Well, the thing is, they'd be contacting us regardless, as soon as they got any information from the Steele satellites anyway, so us coming clean is better than us not coming clean.
Right. But the government contacts you for numerous purposes. One, they are interested in that ship you've got. But also creating a public, a government-sanctioned super team. They want you guys on it. You're like their first draft choices, essentially. They want you in at the ground level, and to kind of be involved in decision making from there out, or from there on, as far as who gets added on and whatnot, and kind of how it's set up. You would affect the way they're talking. You would effectively have almost U.S. Marshal level arrest abilities. Now you'd have to go through some training, law enforcement style training, But that's where we'll wrap up this season of the game. Now, going into the next season, and I'm saying this as much for people that are watching this video later, the next season will be set in the same world. These characters will still be running around, but we will essentially flesh out the rest of the world outside of Manfred a little more, using the universe creation rules. So each of you will have multiple characters created. Go to recruit some more players, of course. You will have a premium tier, kind of a secondary and a tertiary tier. I'm assuming that Launch and Recluse will be your primary characters, and on the main team, where your secondary and tertiary guys, they might be lesser members of the main team. They might be on a different team. They might be lone heroes that run into trouble. It's going to be more like we're role-playing a small comic book publisher's universe than necessarily focusing on just one team. If some big event happens, you may have the main team dealing with the cause, and then we might do, the secondary and tertiary guys dealing with the kind of street-level aspects of it. Story-wise, I'm not exactly sure where we're going to go. But here in a few weeks, we'll do the episode 0, or the issue 0 for season 2. We will sit down and we'll roll up who's creating what aspects of the universe. Because I think I've shown y'all that chart where.
Yeah.
And we won't build the characters because with how many you have to build, that would take too long for a show. But we'll discuss kind of what we're planning to do, and then build the characters between sessions. Hopefully we can do that in 2 weeks. Keep our usual schedule. It'll just depend on how long it takes me to recruit some extra people. I asked one fellow over on Dire Bear that had been interested in icons for the Tuesday group, but Sundays are kind of busy for him, so he can't promise to make it regularly. Once things slow down a little bit in May, he may pop up randomly as just a guest starring hero, in individual sessions. Because he does still want to try the game out. He just can't promise to be a regular. But I guess that's about it for season 1. I've had fun running it for this past year. I hope you guys have enjoyed it.
Yeah, it's been a blast.
And this season, before we ever started, I listed out 20 episodes of stuff and kind of a rough idea of what I wanted to do. With a couple of blank episodes towards the end. But so, it was very structured because I was trying to figure out how all this works. And, so I built something very structured. We're going into this next season. I'm not really even structuring it like a season per se. It'll be more where here's a potentially 3 or 4 part story. And then here's and then we move on to a different story. It'll be shorter stories that sometimes may end up interlacing a little bit. But it won't be just the kind of one, just kind of the one storyline I had plotted out. Though I had essentially 3 little plot threads this season. You had the mutant stuff, you had the tech thefts, and then you had the pirates. So anyway, we'll go ahead and log off here. For any of y'all watching this after the fact, hope you enjoyed it. I hope you'll tune in next time. Hopefully I'll have the production values a little better in the coming season. Now that I'm learning how to use OBS a little better. But anyway, thank you. Please tune in again.
See you.
Bye-bye.